Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favourite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And of course, we are hosted by the very best. Please, everybody, introduce yourselves.
The Shade Queen is here, well rested, well jubilated.
Yeah, skin's popping and everything.
Thank you.
And did you change your hair?
I changed my hair.
Oh my gosh, how did you do that?
Just the magic of being a black woman.
Oh my god,
it's amazing, isn't it?
Because obviously this is a work environment as well. I need to give you those same conversations.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It would feel wrong if you
It's
didn't.
always sometimes it's short, sometimes different colour. How do you do it?
It's just magical.
Oh, I love your
it's
hair.
It's just a special
Can
thing
I touch
that God
it?
gave me. Of course you can.
Oh my gosh.
Or just touch it without permission. It's fine.
There you go.
But, my own royalty's here. I'm here.
Your beautiful people is Big Koi defending your right to fuck it up.
It's your boy Big Man Use.
Come on.
AKA Mr. Rotations. AKA the voice of reason. AKA we're back in it. After a little mini break, we are back in the building, guys.
The alarm hit different this morning.
Do you know what it is? The voice of reason, I realised anyone can call themselves anything because I feel like you're yet to prove that you're the voice of reason.
I don't buy that.
I've actually got receipts, actually.
How?
Somebody, I know the sample size is small, but one person, obviously, Meet Us at 7 is coming to an end, innit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Someone sent an email and they said they gave each of us our flowers, innit?
Oh, I love
and then
that.
my paragraph,
Mm-hmm.
she said, I love the fact that you're always the voice of reason. Sorry,
Mm.
You always be.
You always be.
You're not reasoning there.
My-
The voice of grandma.
So wait.
Mine's in Greek.
Silence.
What email was this? Sorry. Who got the email?
I did.
For Meet Us After 7.
But you know what's crazy though? Because when Koi got her email, what did Koi do?
What do you
She
mean?
came in and she raised everybody up and she shared the good news with everybody.
It wasn't an email.
You
it was
received
racist.
you
Yeah, but
received an email. That was
this
even
isn't
better.
this isn't news for anyone. This is just, it was a personal email.
And also, it's not relevant to
But
this show.
You
They're
said I had a
saying,
paragraph on each of us and I don't know what my paragraph is.
Oh no, that's for me. It's
no,
like
for me it's after 7.
yeah.
Wrong platform.
I was about to say.
Are you sitting here?
Oh,
They're
sorry,
saying
sorry,
compared
sorry.
to Brent and Gina, you are the voice of reason. Here in this room,
Yes,
I don't
sir.
think you're the voice of reason.
I think I am in this room.
No,
No,
you're
you're
not.
not.
Okay, who's
No,
No, you better put your hand down. You
Out.
vegan.
You're not even
leftist.
out of me, you, Esther, and Marks, who's the most level-headed person?
I think I'm the voice of reason.
I'm the most level-headed person.
No, you're
here.
not
You're not.
level-headed. You're just warming up. Bro, there's
I'm
so
not
many
level-headed.
times where your head has been
You're just
unleveled.
headed. You're not level.
Yeah, your head is not level.
Brent, who is the most level-headed person?
He's not level-headed,
Actually,
so-
Ibrahim can prove himself to be a toxic tyrant as well.
Yeah.
I am the most level-headed person in this
no, you're
room.
not.
We were
I
all
am.
booked because
Do you know
our
what's
heads
killing me?
refuse
Yeah.
level.
You're not.
You're not
I am.
at all.
I feel like it's one of the things where you tell yourself
All right.
so many times.
Who do you think it is?
Because he doesn't shout.
It's me.
Yeah.
What just claimed it?
So
It's me.
In all honesty,
Self-proclaimed.
I think it's me.
In all honesty, it's not Esther at all.
That's
It's
what I'm
definitely
saying.
not you.
Who
It's
did that?
definitely not you. Don't you
has
dare
never
put yourself
been-
in the mix.
It's very clearly coincided
No,
with
it's
Nicola
not.
Wow. It's absolutely
No, it's not.
100%
Nah,
me.
it's
Don't try for your full name in there to get
to get points.
You're
You know
too
what,
one-sided.
actually?
One-sided to
Actually-
what?
You're just you just more veered to like
What?
selfishness.
Equality.
Well, damn. What do I veer towards?
You veer towards
No, we're not going to go with the selfishness. What's selfish? How can man say a personality trait when on a show where we talk about other things? We're not going to let you get back here.
no, your opinions more veer to just your own hard-headed opinions.
So
Hard-headed.
So hers is hard-headed.
Yours is more like fantasy and just
So what's-
fanfare.
Fantasy and fanfare and selfishness.
Mine is led by just
Yeah,
facts
ladies and-
reality.
Ladies and
perspective.
gentlemen,
Sir.
ladies and gentlemen,
Sir.
ladies and gentlemen, this is the level-headed conco head that we're talking about.
What the heck?
No.
Listen,
Do you know what? Actually, do you know what?
We need to put
I-
a poll
I-
out, you know.
Yes,
Yes.
Brent. Based on Spotify,
I
you
analyze
can do a
people.
poll.
I analyze people.
On Spotify, you can do a poll, Brent.
Yeah.
Please do a poll.
On Spotify as well.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can do a
Realistically,
poll. This
I
is
don't feel like
ridiculous.
I don't feel like
I-
this world is even capable of being able to discern who's level-headed. I'm going to give you the answer. It's 100% me. And in any world, where that is not true, I just feel like there must be an
So
agenda.
everyone in the room is claiming that they're the voice of reason, but no one is.
No, I am.
Do you know what's mad? Do you know how we know that we're eggs? Because Marx wouldn't claim that.
Huh?
Marx wouldn't want that title.
And then that's what will make his hive say, and see, that's why
And
Killy.
that's why
No,
Marx
no,
is
Achilles.
but because Marx
It's a setup.
obviously isn't the voice of reason. You can.
Yeah, he's not. He's the voice
it's,
of Marx.
It's quite clear, isn't it?
Well, I guess then there's no voice of reason. If it's not me, there's none in here.
I'm not going to lie to you. I personally feel like Brent found someone who was the voice of reason and decided to not hide him for the show. Personally, I feel like Brent found 4
He said,
individuals.
you're not qualified.
Yeah, like literally he found 5 individuals that he do now, even on the best day with all the facts, would still come to their own conclusion. And that's that. But can we please introduce the leftist?
The last man.
The left and the last man.
A long intro, isn't it?
Yeah, they call me E-Man. Pro-black activist.
Come on.
TDA producer, news analyst.
Kill him.
Yep.
Melanin jam pack.
What you
Loved
eh?
it. Love
Come
it.
on, guys. So we got through the intro. The intro will never be simple.
It will never.
It will never be
It's kind of like
simple.
how Word on Road goes. Good
All
morning,
right, yeah.
everybody.
We couldn't get through that without a bit of shade.
Absolutely not.
How are you guys? We obviously had the Jubilee weekend. How are you guys feeling? How was it? What did you not do?
So I did a whole thing on here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I just went out once. Because it's tired. You
It's
know?
tiring. It's definitely tiring.
When you get a chance to rest,
yeah.
you realize how flipping tired you are and how much
100%.
you've just been going.
Yeah.
And the weather wasn't encouraging me. The days I didn't have plans, Thursday and Friday, the weather was lovely. Saturday and Sunday is when I had
It
plans.
was a bit of a fight. Yeah.
It wasn't giving.
Me?
So I
Yeah, what did you do?
So not Yusuf wanted to go last. All right, anyway.
The voice of reason.
The voice of
What's the
reason.
reason? Come on.
But I'm the one that veers on selfishness. All right, drunk.
Also,
queen.
we're gonna get into E-Man. E-Man's changed out here.
No,
you know.
guys, we need to
E-Man
get to
did
E-Man.
change.
Because
E-Man,
E-Man
I've
was
been on your
starting on
story.
Instagram.
I've been on your story.
Yes!
This nigga was topless.
E-Man was starting. We'll get to that. That'll be
With
the last.
nipples.
E-Man is one app away from doing reels.
No, E-Man is about to be on
No,
OnlyFans.
at first
Allegedly.
at first he was at a party.
Yeah.
Filming the vibes. Filming the vibes at the party.
Then Jim, I
Jim's
said, well,
topless.
Guys, no word of a lie.
Then
I
you show-
screenshotted it. Please
Send it to Brent.
Please, I'm
Send
going
it
to
to Brent.
screenshot it. I was
Hey,
going to put it to the
Brent,
group.
it needs to
I was
be
going to put it to
I
the
was
group,
dying.
yeah. I was going to put it
Yeah.
to the group. But then in my head, I was like, I can't let him know this is coming. Like, I
I said,
can't.
E-Man's
So
coming out.
I
I'm
said, you
coming
know,
out.
he
God,
said,
I said,
want the
wow.
world
he
to
said,
know.
Iman said, I'm
La, la,
single
la.
and free because I don't.
I said stuff people do on the days off.
I said, what?
I couldn't believe it.
Iman even did the
I'm trying-
Yusuf selfie.
Yes!
Thank you.
All you were missing was rubbing your belly.
I was inspired by Yusuf.
Clearly.
That was-
It's
Exactly.
so clear. It's so clear.
I couldn't believe
I
it.
think he even showed us what he was eating at one
He
point.
did,
as
he
well.
Yeah,
did.
he kept saying
Influencer.
that. He kept saying TDA. Da, da, da.
He did.
Well, it's
So
funny,
guys,
guys.
Can't
follow.
I replied.
Okay, do you want to share your app, please, so people can follow you?
Yeah, the black creator.
Come on, there's
He
X
gets,
in there.
he gets
somewhere.
naked on there.
Yeah, he gets naked on there. He teaches you about
Allegedly.
vegan food that you're
He
never
takes
going
his
to eat.
top
He's
off
a
and everything.
I was like, he's starting.
I said, what a
Anyway,
thought.
I'm not gonna say I was starting, but this weekend I was in.
I
I was trying to segue. I was in on Thursday and Friday. I was working, but on Saturday I was determined to have fun.
Mm.
The first motive,
Yeah.
guys, only Koi would end up at a cemetery instead of the
Oh
actual.
my gosh,
Mhm.
what?
Whoa! So I got on the train.
That's a downer.
Boy, I got on the train. And then instead of putting, I think it's DLT, so it was Trent Park Country Club. I put Trent Park.
Cemetery.
Just said Trent something park.
Yeah.
So it took me to the park, which was right next to the cemetery. I was like, cemetery? I can't hear any
DLC,
music.
where you?
Then I was like, where's
the
DLT?
music?
I was like, guys, man, you lot have more money than this. What's going on? And then I go and I'm in a camping site. I call my girl. She was like, it's a golf club, not the country club. So now I have to go back on the train. I miss it. So I go to another event. But at this event,
You
guys,
missed the event.
I missed the event. The doors were closed. The doors were closed. Like, I missed the event. Like,
That's
do
crazy.
you know what it is? I saw tons of girls like outside the door trying to get in. I said,
No, that's not your brand.
not in Batty Riders on a cold British day.
Yeah, it's not your
it's time
brand.
to go. It's
Unless
not
you
my brand.
unless you got a number to call.
No, that's
yeah, go.
literally the venue owner was like, anyway, so we move it. So I was like, okay, second motive, we're not giving up.
go
We're not
again.
giving up. Because that day for me was meant to be the day, one of those days where you're like, I'm never drinking again. Like, you have so much
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
That's what that day was meant to be. So I was like, no, we're going to save it. So I went to my girl's house party and that was fucking amazing.
But you know what killed me though? Is how you were coming to snap. So it's Koi's stories, the same way she tells stories in real life, that's how her stories on Instagram go.
Mm.
You just don't know. It starts low,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So she's having fun, yeah.
Follow
She's
me,
like,
guys.
oh my
I
gosh,
am
send help. This is too much. I want to sleep. That's thinking.
No, so
Just
guys,
enjoy the
I'm
place.
at a house party, yeah. I'm thinking, obviously, we're used to day parties,
Yeah.
yeah. And when you get to a certain level in your life, yeah, there's nothing you need to be doing at night time unless it's praying and
Unless it's
fasting.
sleep.
So in my head, yeah, I was like, okay, it's gonna finish at 1. Then somebody tells me, no, we're going till 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's why.
in a residential area.
Do you know what's crazy?
So-
I would have left.
So, but I was too far off ends. At this point, I was not anywhere
Okay,
near. So I was
yeah.
there and I was dancing, yeah. And when they told me, I didn't want to look uncool in it because I was with lots of artsy people. Like, I didn't want to look uncool.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was singing, I was having fun. But on my story, I wrote, guys, please send help. They want me to stay till 3. I can't do that.
And she's like, I'm trying to
I'm
show my face. I said,
I couldn't do
Girl.
it. But I had a really amazing time. And then Sunday,
That's
I tried to
good.
recuperate. But yeah, I had
That's
a really
good.
good time. And
I
I
went
went
back to the gym.
church. I saw.
I went to the gym.
I saw.
Because I've been doing classes, yeah, but I haven't been able to factor in the time to be disciplined enough to do a proper workout.
Now you're
Went to
doing
the gym.
that.
So this week, how'd your husband?
Oh!
I'm
Oh, wow.
but I'm
Not
joking.
Esther the hoe.
I'm joking.
Not
Listen,
Esther
the
the
whole
Do you know
year.
what's funny?
night.
I was the harlot. I'm joking. I'm saying no. But yeah, I'm so glad.
No, that's good. It's good
Yeah.
for you, innit?
Thank you.
I've done gym twice. It's a good thing.
So I've done gym twice in your life.
No, more
No,
than
but
twice in my
you're
life.
really blessed though. You don't have to.
No, I do a lot of walk. I do, and I eat really well. I
Okay,
do
that's
stuff,
good.
but I do want to start gymming because life is not always going to be on your side. Yusuf told me. And then let's head over to Yusuf.
Why did you do that?
You know, I've had an interesting couple of days, you know.
Yeah, I knew that's why you wanted to go last.
Okay, let's
No,
go.
not
Give
even
us.
that, not even that. Thursday, I just chilled
Okay.
at home, chilling. And then Friday was an interesting day.
Okay.
So I went to go bowling, double date things. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
You went on a double date.
Double date things, innit?
I
But
can't
then
just do a double date.
ask
Yeah,
me
you
why
prefer.
I spent the first 2 hours of the date driving around Surrey Keys, Bermondsey,
Trying to find
Rotherhithe, looking for phone thieves.
phone thieves.
Someone stole your phone.
It's on my girlfriend's phone.
No.
Yeah.
But her Find My Phone was on, so you were following it around.
No. So basically, her phone got stolen outside Canada Water Station. Yeah.
What? How? Like, off her hands.
So basically, she lives closer to the place than me, so
Yeah.
she got a train rather than me picking her up. So I got to the place. She was a bit late. I'm 2 minutes away. I'm getting to the station in 2 minutes. I
Yeah.
thought, cool. Let me come and get you.
Yeah.
So I drove from Surrey Keys to Canada Water, around the corner, innit?
Yeah.
So, but she was a bit late in it, so I waited like on a corner because obviously there's nowhere to really park in it.
Yeah.
So she goes, I'm here. So as I pull out, I called her to be like, where are you? I can't
Yeah.
see you. One little youth talking about, I just jacked her phone. She ain't got a phone no more. Banged it, hanged up. I looked at
The
my phone
heck?
I looked at my phone like,
Who did I call?
Wait, hold on. You called your girl and some waste man picked up
yeah,
the
I
phone.
looked at my phone like,
Oh, you must have been so panicked.
I looked at my phone like, did I just hear that? This can't be true. Called back. No answer. So as I'm pulling up now, I see her walking, but she seems so calm. I'm thinking, what's happening? My mind is like,
What can
what's
she
happening
do?
right now?
Yeah.
She's like, something just took my phone. I said, what? So we spent the next 2 hours driving around trying to find these youths.
Please tell me you
Yeah.
found
Did you
it.
get the phone?
No, we didn't find them.
Crap. Find my phone?
The Find My Phone wasn't picking her phone up for some reason. They kept
Turned
picking up,
it
they
off,
kept picking up
maybe?
her MacBook.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Find my
now-
phone's useless, guy. Watch out.
So now we're
No,
driving
it's
around.
really good. I found my
I'm
phone
look-
twice because of that.
It's a good thing I know the area well, innit? So we're just driving
Yeah.
around thinking, where would 3 youths who just
Chill.
stole a
But
phone
that's
might
hard.
be?
That's
It's hard.
yeah, that's hard.
Obviously, they could be anywhere in the world.
Mm.
We're just driving around. At one point, there was these 2 youths on a bike, and she was like, that might be them. So I'm doing the, I'm doing,
No, you said
no,
determination.
I'm doing a pull up in my mind. I'm thinking, you know what? If it's them, I can't escape. How do I position myself that if it's them, I can? So I'm driving next to them. I'm like this.
If you're fearless, you know, people are being stabbed in these streets. It's
So-
really
Have you seen
dangerous.
This
I
is
know,
this is
but-
them. This is me. They're driving about. I'm like, I'm doing this. I'm about to cut them off. I'm about to do the.
Imagine if they're just innocent
And then
boys
and then
going
she
to
was like,
Sunday
oh,
school.
it's not them. It's not them. I'm like,
I couldn't.
I was ready to just hop out and just
No,
start.
but,
you know what I
but
mean?
isn't that a
That's
bit?
wild.
No, but isn't that a bit dangerous? Like young kids are crazy.
No, I
like,
hear
they
you,
can be
but
crazy, not all of them. But.
In the
moment,
moment,
you don't
I'm just
really think
thinking,
of that
I need
stuff.
to get this phone back in it. So and then
Yeah, your boyfriend points went up still.
and then the 2 people we were with, they're in their car as well. They're riding around dirty trying to find them.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to find these guys. Couldn't find them. Of course, it was a quite a difficult task. Of course.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But
we-
I'm sure your girl appreciated it.
yeah. And then we ended up going to the bowling place. Didn't do bowling. We just played a bunch of games. It was really fun to be fair at the end. But it started off quite.
Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what you. I don't know. I would want that level of energy anyway. So.
Oh, for me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is standard.
That is
absolutely.
beautiful.
But the thing is,
Question for the
when we-
ladies. Like,
Oh, here we go.
hold on, one second.
let's go.
When we got to the bowling place though,
Yeah.
so these basically the guys who robbed the phone, they were wearing balaclavas, isn't it?
Mm.
But they had a luminous.
So what were you looking for? The outline of their heads or so? Like if
If you let me finish, they were wearing luminous vests and jackets.
Okay.
Right? So we were looking for youths on bikes who had balaclavas
Luminous.
with luminous jackets in it. At one point, I saw a youth in a luminous jacket, but he was on a side road and there's lot of one-way systems in it. We saw him, I was like, shit. So I just quickly ran around, but he was gone.
yeah.
The way Surrey Keys is, it's a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
one-way
yeah.
roads. So it's
Yeah.
hard to,
Oh,
so
crap. That might be an him.
yeah. And even the other couple, I think they saw them, but I wasn't with them, obviously. They were in their own car, innit?
Oh, so they didn't even clock.
So they think they saw them, but again, they had to go around the one-way system to find them, innit? So yeah, so when we went to the Surrey Keys bowling place, 3 youths walked in. And then everyone was like, you know what?
That might be them.
Phones.
That might be them, you know? And I'm like, based off of what? They're talking about
Mm.
body language, they're looking kind of
No,
funny,
I'm
right?
asking you.
What's that?
I will ask them.
And
And you
then
can tell if they're lying.
I didn't see, basically,
PCS.
the guy on the phone was a white kid, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking I need to find a little white kid.
Mm.
The
How do
3,
you know it was white? From his voice?
his voice, yeah, his white kid.
So he's wearing okay.
They can't appropriate the
Obviously, I'm
I
assuming.
just feel like
Mm.
the detective skills in this story is higgy.
How?
They've covered their head. You're
Yeah.
saying he's white just from his voice.
So you're
Like
telling
you're
me,
wearing.
are you telling me that you can't distinguish a white voice?
I wouldn't. Of course you can, but you also don't. If he's a road dude, he's just a road dude. He's just gonna sound like a road dude, right?
Nah,
But what am I supposed
trust
to
me,
go
You
off
can always
then?
tell the white ones.
No, I'm just saying that there's not much for you to go off for. They covered their face.
Yeah.
You're going by luminous jacket, which they could take off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, it's a difficult situation.
No, of course it's difficult.
like
situation.
very difficult.
Of course it's difficult.
Okay.
But I'm going off the fact that he sounded like a white youth.
Okay.
So I'm looking for a white youth, but there was 3 of them in the group, innit?
Okay.
So these 3 youths walked in. One was mixed race, one was black, one was white.
Oh,
I didn't see the white youth.
diversity.
I just saw the 2 black ones, innit? So
Okay.
my girl's friend is like, you know what, that might be them.
Okay.
Da, da, da. They look kind of fishy. Their body language is a bit, they keep looking over. Da, da, da. Let's kind of find them and, have a word
Roughed
in
them
it.
up. Okay.
But they were gone. Like they came in,
They saw you
Probably
they
guys.
went to
probably
reception,
Peter
and then we were looking around for them. They were gone. But I'm thinking, what are the odds that was them though?
You never know.
No, you never know.
You never know.
And I was obviously praying for luck. I was telling my girl, look, all we need today is luck. That's
How reassuring. though.
finding them's gonna be hard, but if we
Yeah.
keep driving around, who knows? We might just get lucky.
Was she able to get her phone like insurance? Like,
No, I wasn't sure.
oh
Unfortunately.
man. Well, you handled that like an OG boyfriend though.
Tried to.
That was good.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
And
that's
then Saturday was our anniversary, so we went out for dinner.
sweet.
was
Aw.
cool.
Oh, that's lovely.
And then Sunday just chilled.
Oh, does she have? Does she have a holder place phone? Oh, Brent, you wanted to ask a question?
It's a bit wild, so let me move it.
I
Not
want
the
to know
spirit
now.
of the
No,
sermon.
go on.
No, go on.
Not the spirit of the sermon. That spirit
Not
doesn't
Brent
know
trying to
this
be the voice of
place.
reason.
Exactly.
What? Stay with your brand, Brent. Go on.
All right, obviously, a fine young man like Yusuf in a fine car.
God, Yusuf is
obviously
supposed to
whipping
breathe.
it,
Yusuf,
whipping
breathe.
it, whipping it, whipping it. At the end of the day, don't you just look at your handsome man and just swoon?
Yes.
Do you then say thank you in your own way?
Yes. Well, then, do you fling the pussy? Of course, you flung the pussy.
Brent, you are.
Of course, you flung the pussy.
Do you know what? And do you know why I appreciate Brent? Because he didn't even try to get in the argument of being the voice of reason.
He said,
And
"I know
really
who I
appreciate that
am."
because you know who you are.
You know who you are. No, because I was
I
thinking
didn't think
as
that's where he was
well.
going with that.
But you're thinking though. Like
I
I
don't
was
know
saying OG boyfriend move. I said no. She said thank you. She must have. Obviously, I don't know if she's like doing celibacy or anything. I don't know anything about her. But
You're a
I'm just saying she would have definitely said thank you.
I'm calling HR on Brent and
Did,
Croy.
did
I've
you
had
feel?
enough.
Did you feel appreciated? That's my guy. The voice of reason.
You lot are sick.
That's the
I didn't
voice
say
of
anything. I
reason.
didn't say anything.
You have
That's the voice of
I didn't say
reason.
anything.
Do you know what?
Ah, the show
I
makes me
like
sick.
it for you. That's the voice
We
of
love that
reason.
for you, you said.
Sick.
Mad. You
We're
guys are
terrible
crazy
people.
up in here.
We're terrible people. Voice of reason. Yes, and we saw what you did over the Jubilee
Yeah,
weekend. Do you know
we
what's
saw-
funny?
We saw what you did.
Oh,
None of us. Oh, was there more that you didn't
No,
show us?
no, no.
Because I know
I didn't do
influencers. You
anything.
like
The level ones. The level
Um,
ones. I'm not going to be
Brent, what did you do over the Jubilee weekend?
This just work, to be honest. I was swamped with work, so
That's attractive as well, though.
yeah.
But with all of that being said, none of us said the Queen. Not a single one of us watched the Jubilee coverage.
I
No?
forgot that there was even a parade until I saw it on like
Yeah,
Insta and stuff.
Yeah, like there was not a single.
I didn't know
flag
there
in
was
my
an
area.
actual thing going on.
Also, there was black
Mm.
men with the flag on their car. I was really wondering why.
They were definitely Nigerian.
Huh?
They were definitely Nigerian.
Do you see the auntie?
The
Did you see
Ghanaian-
the
On
auntie,
the
Auntie
news.
Grace?
Auntie-
The Ghanaian
Auntie
thing.
Grace.
It was Auntie Grace
Yeah,
Nigerian.
I think it might be a Ghanaian, but I don't
It's
know.
a Ghanaian thing.
Do you
Let's not-
think?
Yeah, Nigerians have enough.
I've definitely
I'm
met
not gonna lie.
Nigerians that are
It's
strong about
It's a
the
Ghanaian thing.
I pulled up at a
colonisation.
traffic light. I see the black guy, but I was a bit behind him. I thought, let me make sure he sees my face.
See the disappointment on my
You know-
face.
So I looked at that.
I would have looked at him
He
like,
said,
Take
but
that
the thing-
flag down
he
immediately.
doesn't care about you. He cares about his friends who are also doing up the flag. Do you know what I mean?
That's
so
But guys,
funny.
since we're talking about the Queen's Jubilee, let's jump into the first headline.
That's so
It's like the only
Don't know
fun
what's gonna
part of the show, and then the rest is the news.
All right. So it's been a busy 4 days of revelry and reflection marking the Queen's 7 decades on the throne. There was a military parade, a special service of Thanksgiving at St. Paul's Cathedral, and even a pop concert at Buckingham Palace with the likes of Diana Ross, Rod Stewart, Alicia Keys, Craig David, and Queen performing. The celebrations came to an end on Sunday with a pageant and carnival procession in London, as well as street parties across the nation. The Queen says she was humbled and deeply touched by the Platinum Jubilee celebrations held across the UK. In a thank you letter after concluding pageant in London, she said she remained committed to serving as monarch with the support of her family. She also said, despite not being at every event marking her 70-year reign, my heart has been with you all. Her appearance rounded off a huge star-studded procession along the mall, which saw carnival floats celebrating the 7 decades of her reign. Millions of people have also held Jubilee parties and street lunches in towns and cities across the UK.
Right. What did you guys do?
I thought it was funny that
Nothing.
people
What
were
did we
actually
do?
having street parties.
Nothing.
What do you mean, what do you do?
Nothing.
Sorry, actually,
For
who
Lizzie.
funded the street parties?
Huh?
Who funded the street parties?
Us.
I think in the communities they have their little thingy because they definitely had something in my area. They were like,
They were living up in my area. I said,
Were
okay,
they?
they
Nah.
blocked the road and everything.
Nah, I saw lots of gangs, like not gangs, but gatherings of kids in my area, but I didn't really see
Very
any
problematic.
tables or anything, property value going up.
Yeah.
But I didn't see, for me personally, I didn't really overly acknowledge it. But I think shout out to the Queen and that. I saw Meghan and her
Yeah.
man walking
She
through
did.
the presence of their enemies. Do you know what I mean? I
She
saw
looked
that.
absolutely stunning.
I mean, she looked like she's a beautiful woman anyway, but they all wear coats.
Who's
on
the
top of their
Queen?
Clothes. No, not the Queen,
Oh.
Meghan.
Meghan.
I mean, some people might call her the Queen, but I
No, I thought you said the Queen was beautiful.
the Queen didn't show up this year. Did you see the
She
hologram?
didn't show up.
Yeah, she's thingy.
She's not feeling well.
She's not feeling well, but
Yeah,
she's not
she
feeling
went to
well now.
some
I
of the
don't mind that.
events.
Do you think the Queen's on her way out?
Voice of reason, yeah? Voice of reason.
You really?
MI5 is
How-
active.
how is this
and
not
this is
like
stuff you want
a-
to say.
You trying to get us set up?
This is
Just
this
look
is
at
a-
him, just
this
look
is this is a sound question. Do you
No,
think
but I
the
don't know
Queen
if
is
there's
on her
rules
way
about
out?
these things. Next thing they might say, you know,
Yeah.
wishing death.
And then
I don't
something
want people to
happens,
tell
something
someone
happens
get
to
me.
her the way that
just,
you said.
just say no then, unless that's not what you really think.
Oh, voice of reason. Oh my gosh.
I think everybody in the world is on their way out.
Wisdom.
Do you think hers time is soon?
I think
Man
I
said
could be
it's-
gone tomorrow.
But you
God
won't.
forbid.
And
God forbid,
God
because I've
forbid,
got
God
TK to
forbid.
do. But
Long live Lizzie.
Yeah, man, no, shut up.
Lilibet,
Many more years to come, Lizzie. Many more
big up
years.
Lilibet on her birthday. What was it?
I don't know which Elizabeth you're talking about, but yeah, shout out to all the Elizabeths out there. For me personally, I felt like she deserves the celebrations because, you know, she's been alive for a really long time
Yeah.
and that's what we're celebrating. It's her birthday, innit?
A lot of people have
When
been
is-
alive
when-
for
when is-
time.
It's her
When's her
anniversary of her
birthday?
birthday. Her birthday is this
It's
Saturday.
June something, isn't it?
Is this Saturday?
Do we get a holiday for that?
No, I don't think we
No.
get a
That's
holiday for
different.
that. But yeah, they don't celebrate like the way they used to in my area anyway. There was I didn't see any punting or any of those like little flags or anything like that.
Hypothetically,
What's
I
that?
don't. I feel like that's the right word, so we're just gonna move with it.
Okay.
Continue.
hy-
Esther.
hypothetically, if the Queen was to pass away, how many bank holidays do we get?
No, Esther, don't
Should,
do
should be like a maximum of one, though, isn't it?
One?
I'm mourning.
More
No,
than-
okay.
I'm in mourning.
Stop it, Esther. We're being bad.
So
We're being bad.
you want to get onto me, but now you're
Yeah,
just
we're all
You're
bad.
different.
You're-
You came to
you're
the voice of
making a
reason. I never
mockery
claimed that.
out of her death.
Actually, I did claim
We
that.
did claim that.
I did claim that. My bad.
We're not making a mockery of that. She's.
No,
she's
I'm
good.
absolutely not making a mockery of the Don't
This
put
episode.
that out there. You
I mean, you did do it, Esther.
So basically,
I'm not making. I said
You are campaigning
Listen.
for bank holiday. If she died, then you're like, oh yeah, I want a longer bank holiday.
You said
Isn't that what you just
did,
said?
Esther.
campaigning.
That's a campaign.
Campaigning.
That's a campaign. That's a campaign. That's
so
a
Be your
campaign.
own co-host,
basically
then.
right now, only me and Koi are contenders for Voice of Reason.
You
right
definitely can't. You were never in the running.
Yeah.
Me?
You were never in the running.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm the voice of reason in the grand scheme of the world,
And-
but in this studio, 100%.
You're not. I'll tell you why you're not the voice of reason.
Esther, you can't tell me anything
I'll
because you're
tell
not the
you.
voice of
I'll
reason.
tell you.
There's no reason to your
As the
voice.
shape, and I'll tell you why you're not the voice of reason. Because
Okay.
when I said what I said, yeah, if you thought it was gonna go left,
Mhm.
you could have, as the voice of reason, you
Mhm.
could have just brought it back to positive.
Hold on, why is everyone
Instead-
fighting for my title?
It's
not
not
your
your title. That's
title.
why.
No, because
My thing,
Instead,
you
you
said.
pointed
I
out.
thing
You
is,
should- you should
I can
just-
say, you know what? I'm also melanin jam packed, but I'm not. I'm
No,
letting
you're
him have
not.
it.
No, but we can see you're not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not melanin jam packed.
Esther, high five me. High five me. That was naughty. You're not a girl. You're not a girl.
I am melanin
We
jam
can see that
packed.
You're a bit light skinned still.
It's not jam packed.
Oh, you're talking about, oh, y'all doing colorism. You're saying I'm not dark enough. No, you know, fuck. Is that what it is? I was thinking, yeah, I'm a black man. Essence.
Yeah, you're black.
Yeah, you're
but you're
black man.
You're not
You're
a melanin jam
jam-packed.
black man.
Your melanin sparsely.
So you're saying I'm not black enough to claim to be jam packed.
Listen, we're not even paying enough attention to
This is-
this news.
this is
there
crazy.
anything? Shout out to Auntie Grace. I don't know what you're doing over there. Auntie Grace, we might put a clip up, I don't know. But Auntie Grace was an African woman, I believe she was Ghanaian, who was wearing a dress made out of the flag.
The flag,
Do you know
yeah.
another thing that I just feel like
She looked younger though. She looked
I
good.
thought their generation tapped out after Diana died. So that's why I think really.
Well, they asked her, so what do you like about Queen Lizzie? Do you know what I mean? And she was like, she's so nice. And that's when I said,
Oh,
Auntie.
they have breakfast together or something.
And then she was like, she's so nice and she's worked really, really hard.
Do
And I was
what?
like, do you know what? That generation, Britain needs to be nicer to because they really fuck with you guys. Like, Britain needs to be nicer to them people.
Do you
Yeah,
know-
because
do you know
they're
who I
happy
wanna-
to be here. They got stay.
Mm.
Do you know who I want to big up on this on the Jubilee? Stacey Solomon.
I like her.
Because Stacey Solomon went on Loose Women and said what needed to be said.
What'd she say?
And she basically said, yeah, she doesn't get the hype. And she's a white British woman. She said, I don't get the hype about the royal family. And she was like, they're just celebrities. And people just make the most noise about them, blah, blah. And all the other ladies on there were like, no, it's because this. And she was like, sorry, I'm not buying it. And I absolutely love that for her.
But is she like,
Yeah,
I mean, no.
She
no
just lost 4
disrespect.
deals, 100%. She just lost her dad's.
Yeah, she's
deal,
on
her personal
prime
deal.
time TV.
She
That
lost
she
her
doesn't get the
Hollyoaks deal.
hype.
But is she like, again, no disrespect. Is she like low class though?
No, Stacey Solomon's a big babe. She was on X Factor.
No, now she
Oh, do you
is,
mean
but-
like her upbringing? Was
Yeah.
she,
Her
upbringing-
she
yeah.
seemed like very late.
But-
yeah.
No, but
she seemed
sometimes
very
in
down to
that
earth.
class, they be loving the queen.
But let's not
And I
pretend
don't
that
get why.
we all don't agree with her.
I don't.
You
I think the monarch should stay, remain, and
Every
yeah.
day.
Yeah,
I find that- I don't know
you're a
it.
coon. That's the problem. I've had
The
nothing,
black
man.
activist.
He's a coon, bro.
Not the
The black activist.
Not the melanin jab. You know,
How
your melanin
dare
is nasty.
If anyone in this room claiming that they are, oh my god, I love the royal family, you are all coons.
No.
You know what? This is what happens when you're so secure as a pro-black activist. You don't.
Then, but it's just,
You know,
yeah.
see Dr.
E-man,
Emo was apparently talking to a
I'm
white
not-
man.
E-man,
like a white woman.
and also,
Oh, I was going to
also, Brent, if this is wrong,
That is-
if this is wrong, bleep it out. E-man is the equivalent. No, you know what? Forget it.
No, you know what you are? You're violent.
What's
Think
wrong
about
with
it.
you?
And
You're
definitely not
What
the
did you
voice
go
of
through over
reason.
the
You're not the
weekend?
voice of reason. You're.
At
You just
all.
heard what I went through. Pain and suffering.
So do you know what he's seeing right now? All of us in balaclavas and
You're not going to say, you're maybe like, what's that guy from Taken?
PTSD right now.
Hill.
The anger is still there.
I just want to apologize to all the listeners because you lot are getting the news somehow.
We'll get there
You
at
will
some
get
point.
there.
But my thing is, this is not our country. Why do we care about who the monarch is?
Exactly.
You know you are.
I care when they bully
Exactly.
a
So,
black woman.
so this is why I'm thinking, why not just leave them? Well, why do we care to be
'Cause I
like,
keep
oh,
paying
remove
money.
her
Can we-
and do this?
Because if the monarch was out here,
Mm.
wouldn't we save more money?
Wouldn't it just be fully Boris in charge if the monarch was out?
Yeah, but
mean,
we'll
he
save
is.
money, wouldn't we?
The
I'm
money
just
would
care about
not.
money.
The money would not remain in your pocket.
But that's
They'll
They'll
find
do
another
something
way
else.
to,
Yeah.
waste that money.
Well, big up Lily and them then.
Did you lot see, just for people to understand the integrity of news platforms outside of TDA, there was a picture of Meghan Markle shushing a child playfully. There was a whole article written
dear.
about, not a headline anyway, written that Meghan shushes children. Like, and I just was like, later on you see other pictures where Harry was doing it too and the kids were doing it back and it was like a
I'm
lot
not
of
being
fun.
funny, yeah.
And I think
Yeah, that was,
you can't ignore that there's a real agenda against
of course there
Meghan.
is.
I'm not
But
being, yeah, go
that-
on.
Go on, go on.
I was going to say, I'm not being funny, yeah, but Kate and Williamson is so badly behaved.
I saw that video, innit?
He covered
That
her
child.
mouth.
It was like,
needs to be shit.
it was pushing her mouth, doing this.
Did you see even
Whoa.
when there's a picture of him and the Queen's looking at him like, listen, little man, it's not
Yeah.
about you today.
Yeah.
He
He
put
is
his...
He was
Fully
like,
behaved.
pushing my mum
I have
away.
never in my
Yeah.
life put the palm of my hand up against my mom's
That's
face.
impossible.
Because I wouldn't be here today. Like,
wouldn't be
to,
He's a
today.
brat, innit? Proper brat.
He is,
I need to discipline
Anyway, yeah,
him.
that's a nicer word.
But yeah.
what were you gonna say? Because I feel like Brat's harsh.
You're a white devil. That's what you want to say. innit? You have to call him a white devil.
I don't like, we're going to have to
Yeah.
meet it after. I don't like people with words in my mouth.
But anyway, guys,
Not
from
working.
one ruling authority to another, let's head in to see what Boris has been doing.
Okay, so it appears
That was a great segue. I just really wanted
That was
to,
a
that
good
was a
segue.
great
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just want to thank
But
you.
you ruin it because every time you say it's a great segue and then we
But then that
pause.
shows everyone's hatred. But anyway,
So it appears a civil war is brewing amongst the Tories as more MPs call for Boris Johnson to step down. Some believe the PM will be engaged in a fight to stay in office in the next few days. All eyes will be on Sir Graham Brady when Parliament returns today. He's the chairman of the 1922 committee, the shop steward for Conservative MPs. If 15% of the party's MPs, which will be 54 of them, write letters or emails to him calling for a confidence vote in the Prime Minister, then it will happen. As of now, only Sir Graham knows how many has been sent in so far, and as a result, nobody knows for sure what will happen over the next few days. But speaking to Conservative MPs this weekend, many rebels think the threshold will be reached within days. As of like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
we heard that threshold has been met.
of course
Yeah.
it would have been. I even emailed. My thing is, just a quick question. Sir Graham Brady, he's the chairman of the 1922 committee. Like, what does that mean? Like, is he more powerful than anyone, or he just has a position?
I think he just has a position.
A
He's one of
position.
the whips, yeah.
Okay, cool. Could he ever be brought?
What do you mean?
Could Boris ever
Oh, as in actually...
or convince him? Can it be underhanded? Can that
I
that
think
happen?
so, potentially. Because I think literally he is the only one that would know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I think that's a very bad
then again,
policy.
But then again, they probably have certain things in place where he has to maybe document certain things, isn't it? So after the fact, maybe someone checks.
Can be able to check.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, man, guys. What do you think's gonna happen to Boris?
I think he's out here.
I don't think so.
BJ's
you don't
on
think
his
so?
way out.
I think he survives.
You think so?
I
Yeah.
think
I think
the
they're just
reason
making
why
us
he might
so bored.
survive is because we are very like lackluster to actually enforce change. Like the fact that this has to be done in secret, the fact that they're not bold enough to like do it. Like I know a lot of people
But
have
that's why I
come
said
out,
Yeah.
but like only 10 people have come out. Now we see 54 are so upset with him they want to write email. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's gonna survive.
But you know
because
what,
we don't
though?
know what else is.
We
gonna
say that though. That's what they do with Thatcher, I swear.
Mm.
Where they're all in
But she
secret.
gave a vote of no confidence.
She was out of here.
What happened to
But
Thatcher? How
she
did
was there
leave?
for what? Like 11 years though. She was there for a long time.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
wow.
still though, like you don't make sense to snake you like that. They really snaked her. That was a heartbreak.
I think if
I
there's
heard-
anywhere that you're going to be snaked, I think it's going to be the House of Parliament.
But it was the people then.
Oh, was it?
And they were meeting in secret. I saw them meeting in secret and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
They always do, yeah.
And then they
To
were
try and
all
get
like,
rid
yeah,
of you.
basically you gotta go. We
But she was
voted.
also a woman,
You
so I
got
feel
to
like
go.
you see more treachery when they feel like it's a woman,
I
in my
guess.
opinion. But man, all right,
Well, Boris, if they get you out of here, I think come to TDA. We talked about you a lot. You might as well.
Who? Boris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would be a great.
That'd be sick.
That would be a great.
Yeah,
show.
I'll be sick.
That would be a great show.
I'll question him.
With your voice of reason.
With intent.
Sir, if you don't put your finger down.
Question him with intent. All right then. Well, guys, is that enough of Boris and enough of Lizzie?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's talk about something that's affecting the black community. Jump into what you're saying.
I saw this and I just thought, on a Monday.
Yeah, on a Monday. Did the producers hate?
Like!
We can't ever talk about like flowers and fantasy.
Yeah.
All right then. So, would you like to kick it off?
Okay, so today's topic of the day is bleaching.
These
black
people are not melanin
community.
jam-packed.
at all.
Sorry.
You
So
said-
I'm gonna basically
How
throw
can I
out
help it?
quite a few questions to people. Well, to you guys. So why do you think people bleach? Do you think people actually like it, or do you think it's because maybe they've been shunned in their community for being darker, or both? Why do many who bleach say they're proud to be black but still bleach? Is that not a contradiction? Do people bleach to look closer to white people, or is it just because a lighter, fairer complexion is more desirable? Do the younger generation still bleach, or do you think that's more so our parents' generation? And also, could applying lighter shades of makeup be seen as a temporary version of bleaching?
You couldn't help yourself, could you?
Who does that?
Just
though?
couldn't help yourself.
I
Who
go
does
what?
darker
You know?
in my foundation. I don't ever go lighter.
But you look at people's necks. Anyway, let me get through this.
What? Violence.
I'm just being... Anyway, is tanning...
No, ever since you became an influencer, you've really changed. Like,
I can't believe you said
you've
that.
really changed. Ever since you started thoughting on the gram.
It's just the observation.
No, he might show you know why? Because prior to TDA, he
Yeah.
weren't doing any of this stuff.
Prior to TDA, I didn't hear anything
But you know
from
what's
him
crazy?
other than
though?
good
This is why I've got to give Brent. I've got to give Brent his flowers. Brent's been trying to warn us. I see, Brent. I apologize.
This nigga been
Because there's
waiting
so
to
many
come out,
times
man.
where-
You apologize
No,
to
I have to
Brent.
apologize to a man because when all the time Brent was
Doesn't
coming
it
for
make
him,
you itch
yeah,
still when
it
you do
does. I'm very itchy right now. When Brent was saying it, and I'd be like, "Oh, Brent, you're so mean to him."
Yeah, I just
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
that's really mean to you.
Damn.
But you know, I knew he was a madman because when Brent would say that, he would just smile. And that's what mad people do.
I'm sure you'll be shy.
No. but
Allegedly.
Anyway.
Anyway, so...
Ain't nothing alleged about this.
There's
You can
more.
see it's in, you're in 4K.
No, this is killing me.
Alright,
Damn.
So Brent's camera is shit. Let's go.
Is tanning the exact same thing as bleaching, but opposite? Like, if tanning was permanent, do you think white people would do
Yes.
the same?
Yes. All right. So here's
Dying
the
for
thing.
it.
Do we want to
Okay.
go question by question? Or
Let's
do
go
we wanna
question by
just-
question.
Yeah, let's go
Okay,
question by
cool.
question. So why do you think people bleach? Everyone.
Okay, I think it's to do with. Actually, go with the second question as well because the
Okay.
communities thing.
Do you think they really like it or are they shunned in their community for being darker?
I think some people are shunned in the community for being darker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Have you been
As a-
shunned?
Yeah.
I've been shunned.
Because in Nigeria, there's a whole saying of like, Oyinbo pepper.
Yeah.
You're the spice. You're lighter skinned women or lighter skinned people are seen as more beautiful than darker skinned people. So I think a lot of people do it as a form of a way insecurity that's been instilled in them
Mm.
by their communities. Whether they like it, some people do like it because again, they like it because for them, they're now more attractive. They're more beautiful now. So they do like it that way. Why do I think they bleach? Again, I think it's society. I think it's because society values lighter skinned human beings
Mm.
Yeah.
more than the darker ones. And so people want to be valued. And so they do that.
I feel like this is such a difficult thing, and that's why we have to do it in questions. Because if we try to
Yeah.
have a full-on conversation, it will just be things everyone's heard before. For me, I think trauma, once well established, becomes a norm,
Mhm.
and I think our generation or the generation before us, just all they know is lighter is better.
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't feel the I don't think they feel it as bad advice. I
Yeah,
think they
they
see
don't.
it as a factual thing and even good advice.
Yeah.
As recently as Christmas, I was told to bleach
Really?
by
Wow.
family. Yeah.
Wow.
Did I not say on this platform?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I said it on another platform. And it was said to me by an auntie that I really love, by the way.
Oh, I hate when they
now.
do that.
I really like her now. Growing up, she
Oh,
used to
now?
snitch on me. But like
Okay.
now I do like her. But I also accept that this is the mentality she
mindset,
comes
yeah.
from. The reason why I reacted in the way I reacted was because her daughter and my younger nephews and nieces are as same color as me.
But you
So-
haven't told us, how did you react?
Oh, so
Like, what did
when
she
she
say?
said it, I sat there. So when she said it, obviously the boys were around, so, like my male cousins and that, and they immediately knew something wrong because they are part of Twitter world. So they were like, "Yeah, you can't say that." And
So
I
we're
was just
gonna
like,
get-
"No,
we're gonna get
actually,
Yahoo.
I think I look fantastic. I think I look really, really good."
And actually do.
What was troubling was her daughter, who's obviously my baby cousin,
Yeah.
was like, "Mom," like she was so embarrassed.
She's like, I've been telling you about
She was
this
like,
at home.
she was like,
you get your-
"Mom, like, you can't say stuff like that." Bear in mind, she's like similar
She
complexion
must
to
have told
me.
your niece then.
And
maybe.
I felt like what I had to do in that moment was like be like, no, I look absolutely fantastic. I look
Yeah.
really, really good.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, like you
We're
don't want
good
no
over here,
problems.
honey.
And I just made it into a joke and I just pushed it off because number one, it was a family gathering. So to make it into a negative point, when I know that it's just like, here's the thing, who am I arguing
Ignorance.
with? Her or years of ignorance? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in my head, it was just really important. I didn't care about her necessarily. It was really important that the kids that were around heard that I wasn't apologetic for my skin shade, that I
Okay,
thought I was
yeah.
beautiful, and just kept it light, not make it this traumatic moment where me and auntie are now arguing or whatever. What's sad is that I have aunties that are also with her that would never say it because they're polite, but also think it. So for me, it was just really important to not make it something I'm sad about.
Not
and
auntie
just,
thinking she's taking one for the team.
yeah,
That's
no,
funny.
literally. But yeah, they were just like, you've gone darker and stuff like that. It was like, yeah, you're pretty, but if you they said you look dull. That was what it was. You're dull. You look dull, like kind of thing. So
All that money on
happened.
skincare and you're being told you look dull.
I know. For me personally,
Crazy.
I think the reason why is because, like I said, at one point, when black people were being raped and the lighter person was being treated better, we all know the history. But then what happens to people that grow up next to that and they just see their friend being treated better, or they have a different color eyes or whatever, and they just see that, oh, this person is more feminine, more beautiful. When you think about what lightness is connected to, is connected to being more feminine. Even light-skinned boys were seen as less serious fighters or less serious roadmen because they were lighter at one point.
Even like being gentle, because like dark skin women are always like, you guys are aggressive and you're angry and but light skin women aren't referred to in the same way.
And when you think about the relationship between men and women at one point, where women were an extension of men or a trophy, it's nice to have the shiniest trophy. Do you know what I mean? So these are all ways, and in Nigeria, which is a very patriarchal society to this day, you think about your wife. I don't know. Beauty is a big element all over the world, but beauty is a big element in patriarchal societies for women. It's how they navigate. It's their trading point. So yeah, I think the reason why is because they just want more people to like them.
That's it.
Yeah, that's literally that's just it. And yes, I have been shunned, and I do think because it happens not just in black community but the Asian community as well.
Yeah, I've heard
so
that as well.
yeah.
I think for me, it stems from, media enforced beauty standards. I feel like that's been just driven from when we were young, that lighter skinned people are more attractive and I don't know, they just go further in life, so to speak. I think obviously it's deeper rooted than that, but
That's what pushes it.
yeah, I think that's what's pushed it in this,
Can you imagine being
Do
a
you know
little
what,
girl
Zuoma?
and not seeing any and being taught that Disney is not government standard stories, but every child comes across it, right? And then you see all of the Disney princesses are white, or Snow White is as white as Snow Abbey. So and all these different things, and obviously we have Mulan, who's the waviest Disney princess. But like, yeah, you like in those fun little fantasies, your blackness is not even celebrated there.
Yeah.
It's gonna leave something with you for sure.
And is it fair to say a lot of the media enforced beauty standards and even society enforced is racism at the core of it?
Of course.
Yeah.
Because even if it's not like someone saying, oh, I hate niggas, it's I think I'm beautiful. I think my wife is beautiful. I think everyone around me is beautiful and they're white. So what I'm going to draw as the beautiful princess is going to be a white girl, or what I'm going to put I worked in advertising. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but fuck it, Brent's got me. There was a company and they refused, and there was a black girl working for this company, and she was coming up with concepts and that for like their advertising, whatever. And she was like, how about we get like some more diverse cast? And they point blank said no, because black people don't buy. Black people, this doesn't make our brand the way we want it. Like they didn't these are closed rooms, so they're just gonna say it however they like.
Yeah.
But they're saying this to a black worker. So it was just like, even if you can change your environment, it's a world problem.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? It's a world problem. So it's shit. It's shit.
Yeah, it's sad still.
Yeah. Even Bob Risky said like that's he's obviously bleached and stuff like that. And he was in a documentary called Skin on Netflix, I believe.
Yeah.
And he just said that even he wants to stop bleaching now. But the thing about bleaching, it doesn't even make you lighter. It makes you like
green,
grey,
colour of the
Exactly,
rainbow,
grey.
right?
yeah, like braised green, grey kind of thing. Your knuckles stay the same colour.
Horrible.
It's
Yeah. When I see
It's not nice.
when I see girls who have very fair skin and their knuckles and their feet are very dark, it's always a giveaway.
It's sad.
It is really sad.
I feel like when I was younger, I was a bit more judgmental about it. But I think now I just feel sad for people. I think, damn, like, you actually don't like how you look that much that you burn your skin, because that's what bleaching is. You're burning your skin off.
You know, once I bleached by accident.
Let's talk about this.
Is that what captured melanin?
What's going on?
So
Sparsely melanated.
I was a kid. I was in tune with, how can I say it? My mum had a lot of products in it. And I'll just go to her room sometimes, use some of her products, her creams,
Yeah, because I'd be running out of cream when I was
her,
a kid.
her toner, her rose water, all these kind of stuff in it. There's one particular cream. I was just using it for like a face cream, innit? I just thought it was regular cream. I'm using it every day. It was nice. It made my face feel warm. Anyway,
It was burning your skin.
It was burning.
It
Anyway.
was burning. My face was warm.
so as time was going on, obviously because I'm me,
Just your face as well.
I'm not really seeing the changes. And then one day someone said, "Use, but your face looks bare yellow, man. Your face is bare lighter, like in comparison to like months ago." I'm like, really?
Present to your neck.
So I looked in the mirror now, and I'm like, "Rah, my face is actually really, really, really getting light. What's going on here? Like, I'm trying to think, what's happening?" So then I thought, "Oh shit, it must be this cream." So I went to my mum. I said, "Mum, my face is getting light. People tell my face is getting lighter." She goes, "What you been using?" "I've been using your cream and this cream." She goes, "Use it, that's a lightening cream." I said, "Yes." I said, "Mum, you've been bleaching."
When you
I was
stop,
like,
no, but
What's that?
when you stopped,
Yeah.
how long before you went back to your normal skin color?
It took a while.
Are you
This is
are
my
you
normal-
still on the journey?
No, this is I was in secondary school. I was young. I was in college, probably like maybe like year 11, year 10, whatever. I was young. So this is my normal skin. But even with my mum, her skin tone to me has been the same throughout. So I don't believe my mum was bleaching like
Maybe.
that.
It was just top up.
I think she
Yeah.
just had a little cream just to give herself a little bit of whatever she thought was giving her.
Yeah.
But my mum's, she's, them Nigerian aunties who are like, the ones I'm talking about, who are
Yeah, we know.
really, really light. My mum's skin is
Rose
a bit
satin
darker than mine,
breast.
to be fair.
Yeah.
So I never looked at her after that and think, oh, my mum's bleaching her skin. I didn't think of it that way. I just thought, okay, you got this lightening cream. Maybe you're just using it for, like you said, just a little top up in it. But yeah, I was a bleacher.
It was a bleacher.
I was definitely given.
Not by choice. Not by
I was
choice.
definitely given bleaching cream as a kid.
Really?
As a young person.
Like given intentionally.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, I was. That isn't on my mum. My mum isn't. But there was a time when I was in, somebody else was taking care of me or whatever. And this is why I'm not. And I was young. And in my head, yeah. The bottom line is a lot of people bleach. I know that now it's not cool, but the way it's not cool in our generation, it is cool in one generation, like a generation before us. It was a thing where once I became knowledgeable about it, for a little while, I was very, very judgmental. I just was like, yo, so much self-hate, man. Like, relax.
Yeah.
What's going on? But like, I feel like what I started to understand is they were literally taught this by people that they respect. And those people were taught this by people they respect. And for them, a lot of them don't even, like, this comes into our second question, which is, obviously, when I started to take care of, just to clarify, when I started to take care of my own self and I was back when I was with my mum and everything like that, and that wasn't happening anymore. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's mad because you have to like really sit with it and think about, they thought they were loving you, but they were like instilling something. I'm never going to be light skinned, and I'm never going to be white. So you're giving me a standard I will never ever live up to, and then I'm gonna internalize feeling bad if I don't live up to that. I don't know why. Like I said, I only go when I'm celebrated, but being dark skinned wherever I go, that's the lick. Like that's celebrate. That's amazing. But when I used to watch Catfish and stuff like that, I used to realize that in many, many places, being dark skinned is not. There was a mixed race girl and she catfished to get a white guy and she pretended she was white. And she was like, yeah, man, I just hate my dad's side of the family. Like they're black and I know I'm ugly. This girl looked beautiful. But because the standard that was put up to her was something she could never be, she just felt hopelessly ugly. The guy she catfished for was Everybody's beautiful, but he was literally like not even on her level, not even close to her level. Like he looked like Shaggy from Scooby Doo. He looked like Shaggy, and she looked like. Just like she looked beautiful. I can't lie to you. She was a mixed race girl. Like she was beautiful. She was a beautiful girl. Just as it. But I think once you're not even in part of your culture, you don't really do your hair. You could see she didn't think she was beautiful. And the guy was so disappointed to see her. He was like,
and you look like that.
And he looked like Shaggy, and so it was really bad. But then my question is, why do many who bleach say that they're still proud to be black even though they bleach?
I think you can be proud to be black. I think it's just an insecurity.
I think you can still be proud to be black.
Because they're still black, they still identify with the community, but they just want to be lighter.
I just think it's an insecurity. It's the same way. It's like body image stuff. Like it's an insecurity, and they just act on it. Unfortunately, I don't think that you're any less black.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's
you're
the
just
goal?
not maybe dark.
What's the goal? To be white or to be light skinned?
I think that they think that
light-skinned.
they look better when they're lighter.
Yeah.
I think I don't think
They've been
anyone's trying to be
programmed
white.
to believe so. Like, if I'm lighter, it means I am more acceptable, I am more prettier, I am more handsome.
And life
whatever
may
the
be
case may
easier for me.
Yeah.
The gag is
Don't take it out yet, but I feel so uncomfortable about the whole like being given like bleaching cream and stuff. I feel so uncomfortable. Like
'Cause it's
definitely don't take it
wild.
out because it's honest, but I feel so like ashamed.
Mm.
Like it wasn't a
But
choice.
it's not your shame though.
I know,
it's a
but I'm
person's
even
shame.
emotional right now. It wasn't a choice, but I just remember like being maybe like around 8 and it be given this and it was an orange cream. Like it had an orange lid and it had like a light skinned girl on it, which was definitely Photoshop. And I remember being given, it wasn't given, it was mixed into my cream. I remember like they would mix it into my cream. And I remember being 8 and just thinking, like it's not like I asked for it, but I didn't oppose
But you're 8
it.
though. You're
I
under
know,
someone's care.
but for someone who now just feels really beautiful, like, or at least has really good days anyway, it's so mad that at one point I genuinely felt like something about me that I couldn't change was so problematic. I think that's so sad.
No,
It is.
I think that's so sad.
No, it is. It's
sad.
deep. But it's not your... I don't want you to feel shame about it because you were... The person who should be feeling shame is the person who gave it to you. Regardless of whatever time they were born or whatever, however it was a normal whatever. You don't... if a child is in your care or anyone's in your care, you uplift them. You don't make them question... You don't...
But that's...
I
She
have a
thought she was
problem with-
uplifting me.
Yeah, but I
could
have a
tell.
problem with people... But that was projecting though. That's how she felt. So I have a problem with people putting insecurities or identifying insecurities in the people that they haven't identified themselves. If I'm not telling you there's something wrong with me, don't point it out. Don't tell me there is something wrong with you. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And I
it's
remember
definitely
how
your shame,
like
sir.
ugly I felt as a kid as well because I started getting acne just after that. It just was like, when I think about
Yeah,
it,
so-
that was a time where I genuinely just, like obviously at that point I was okay, but I just think that whole time for a young person, that's just like the worst thing you can do to
Because it
a
could have molded
kid.
you.
Like
differently.
it couldn't I'm so grateful that I feel great in my skin today and I have been for a long time. Like one thing I'm proud about is my skin. Like I'm telling you that for free. But at one point, it was like something I had to overcome in order to be beautiful. Like, and it wasn't like a loud, I'm ugly. It just was there. It was just in the mental that the skin is not a plus.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The bum is a plus. Yeah. The height is a plus. Like, it's crazy that you think about yourself in pluses and minuses.
Yeah.
Not saying everyone does, but that's what my brain was doing.
Oh,
This is why I guess like you know how there's just certain things when you're raising children that you kind of just leave to just chance kind of. These are one of the things you can't leave to
You
chance.
can't.
Yeah.
You have to instill in your kids the beauty of being black.
You have to.
You have to.
But even when people said, beautiful being black, it's like, it wasn't cool. Like, how do I describe it? It was cool being black, but it always feels like there's a
Wasn't
type
beautiful
of
being
black
black,
every
yeah.
generation
Yeah.
wants to be.
Yeah.
So, like, being like, when growing up for mine, it was being Jamaican. It was being like, slim. It was like, you can tell what every generation, what the cool black is. And what that does is just, that's why I think that's another reason why there's never going to be, or why there hasn't been unity in black. Because when you think, being black, everyone's thinking about one type of, and it excludes everybody else. Like, it really does. I don't know, man. It's bullshit. But anyway, do you
That's a
think
good
this
point.
younger generation still bleaches, or that's more of our parents' generation?
I think most of our parents.
I think most of our parents.
Most of our parents. It probably still happens now, but I reckon
still
most of
happens
our
now,
parents,
though.
yeah.
Do you think?
It does.
In
Even,
London? In London?
Yeah.
There's some young, I can't even say his name because I'm not giving people that kind of platform, but there's a guy that's on YouTube that he bleaches.
I think I remember
He's
you.
Jamaican.
But didn't he stop?
What, Vibes Cartel?
Nah.
No, I said this a joke.
Can you
What
block
kind
it
of
out,
voice, what
Brent?
kind of voice recent are you doing? No, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, the girl we're talking about, the problematic one, it was a friend, a guy she was friends with time ago. But he's still bleached. I'm just making a point that
I
he's
know
a
who you're
young,
talking about, yeah.
he's a young guy.
Yeah.
He's a YouTuber and whatever, and he bleaches. I don't know if it's stopped now.
If he's, I think he did something where he said he stopped. But if he's from the Caribbean, like if
apparently
he's
that's
Jamaican
kinda-
or whatever, that's
They
I
do
think
that there as well.
That's a thing because I always think about it from like a Nigerian point of view.
Yeah, but
everybody,
in the Caribbean they do that as well.
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Have you seen Vibes Cartel's son? He has two sons.
Mm.
One of them bleached his skin to look like how his dad looks now, and the other one stayed the same.
Mm.
So when you look at them together, it's like before and after of their dad. No, I'm being serious.
It's crazy.
And the one that stayed his color,
Yeah.
whatever. I wonder
Yeah.
if he gets supported by the family or they just like
You know the real son.
look at the cooked one.
Oh my gosh.
I saw the picture. I thought this is actually lunacy. Like one of them legit bleached to look like his dad now.
But it reminds me of like France, where they relax their hair
Yeah.
and then they comb it to the side so it looks like they're walking against the wind. Like
I'm not gonna lie. Those French niggas who perm their hair,
I hate
Pogba
it.
and them,
Like, I don't
man.
think you understand.
Umtiti
what
and them,
isn't
man.
there a football player
makes
that
me so angry.
bleached himself as well, like heavily bleached himself?
Um,
Over time.
Yes.
Oh, he's obviously
was
not a good
it-
one.
Armand Traore. I saw he bleached.
I think it's Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there needs to be a kindness
Traore, yeah.
extended.
He's
to
hench as well,
people.
though.
He's
What,
hench.
the permed hair?
He had a
No,
whole
not the
transformation.
permed hair, the
The bleaching I can deal with.
He went from
Permed hair?
being dark and small to being light skinned and blench.
Maybe it's a different person entirely.
I'm not gonna lie.
It might
I would-
be.
It might be.
You're
Real.
open
Like
to
he
that.
transformed to a different person completely.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I don't know, man. I think it's mad because I think of being black as so wavy. Like I think, like if
Yes.
it was a tip, I'm not gonna lie. You know Rachel Dozel, I get her because if I was white, I too would be part of the NAACP.
It's bad. It's bad.
And also, is that them saying they want to be black? Because I've never got
They
it.
don't want to be black. I think they want to be
They wanna be
biracial,
exotic.
racially
Mm.
ambiguous.
Biracial.
Yeah, they
Mm.
want to be that 100%. I 100% think that. I don't think they want to be black. So when like like when people say, "Oh, to black girls, yeah, you're wearing wigs because you want to be white."
Mm.
That's not even close to anywhere near the truth.
Yeah, of course.
Like, but I can see how you can make that argument to someone who doesn't know. But reality is because there's many people have different reasons in it.
Yeah.
For me personally, it was a convenience thing.
Mhm.
I wear it like this wig that I'm wearing now, is a full frontal. I have to wear a hat because I ain't glued this down. This is for me to get ready for the day because my actual hair is like in cameras and for me to make it look as gorgeous and its full majesty as it. I don't know. I don't think I'm.
So right now,
Time consuming.
your hair can come off with a hat right now.
No, it's not sewed to the hat.
No,
Voice
no.
a reason.
No, I mean you didn't. You didn't sew the head down.
Oh, no, I didn't sew it. I'm not talking about sew down. Glue. Like so, you glue down the front bit.
Okay.
So for a full frontal,
Yeah.
you have to glue it down. For
Okay,
closure,
okay.
you can just wear it. It's calm.
Okay.
I don't know if any of that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. It
YouTube
makes sense. It makes sense.
But yeah,
YouTube
it. That's why I tell everyone now when I ain't got time to explain being a black woman. But and then I just put a hat so you don't have to actually see it.
I get it.
But in my head, it's like it's nothing to do with trying to be a white woman. There's no part of me that wants to be a white woman. I'm just trying to get through the day quicker. I'm trying to minimize.
Literally.
Do you know what I mean? It's why I don't have yam for breakfast and I have shredded wheat. It's just easier. Yam is still better, but this is what I can do in the time given. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of where it is. I think when white girls, like Love Island girls, here are saying, "Oh, you want to be black? You're tanning." They're just like, what? But I definitely think there's a conversation about them wanting to be racially ambiguous. You know what I saw on the weekend? I saw an Instagram dedicated to mixed race babies. I've never seen anything like it before. And all it has is pictures. Like I think it's fetishizing, but all I see is pictures of like.
It is because a lot. That's why sometimes I'm a bit shy for certain black men that want to by force. They're dying for white women because these girls are wanting to have your babies. They actually say it like,
Yeah.
I want a baby that's like mixed race and curly hair and blah blah. Like, and you two, you're happy to just be that.
Breeding.
Someone said
Breeding
that to me
house.
before as well.
Weirdo.
in the
Someone
past.
said that to you.
Like a black girl said to me, "Oh, she wants to have like mixed race type kids and stuff."
That's why she didn't want to date you.
Yeah, kind of. Well,
That's
to be
crazy.
fair, it wasn't a thing of her not wanting to date me, but basically making clear her preference, innit? And she's like, "Oh yeah." Basically, she later went on to like marry and have kids with this guy who's like light skin, and the kids kind of look like him, innit? So yeah.
Happens.
Is that weird?
Of
Okay, it's
course.
weird, but is that
Is that
bad?
bad? Very.
Do you want to almost design?
I'm not talking about. I'm not
design
talking
your
about
kids?
what the outcome she wants is, but like to want to because I'm looking forward to like little black.
Yeah, but that's
children.
because
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Cause I was thinking that I want little black babies, but that's because.
I too want little black babies. Sis.
But I think it's because of the fact that they're not celebrated.
That's
Like,
why.
it's our no, like it's. I can't. Basically, what I mean is,
I think I get you.
I get you. I
I
get
get
you.
you.
Yeah.
there's more attraction to having a mixed race, lighter skinned baby.
Mhm.
So the black babies, essentially, that dark babies are kind of seen as quote unquote again the ugly thing, right? So that's us wanting to celebrate us. Do you get me? So it's not. I don't think it's as weird as someone from another race or even a black person. I want light-skinned babies. That is self-hate going into another generation. For us, it's us just celebrating the fact that this is how we look and we love that so much and we want to embrace every part of that. So I don't think it's not definitely not giving the weirdness that is giving on the other end of the argument.
I know, but to bring all kids into this world that are like the least celebrated, is that an element? Is that us projecting as well?
No, my
is it
baby's gonna
positive
take it
projection?
because
Like, as in,
it depends on how you raise your kids. You know
what do you mean?
I-
Do you think it's you mean that it's unfair on the babies?
no, I'm gonna have them anyway. Do you know what I mean? But like, you know how like I was saying, is it weird to design your baby? Like, are we not doing the same thing in terms of intentionally wanting babies of a particular hue or shade? Even because we want to celebrate and feed life into them and all of that, but shouldn't it be you love someone, you pop out a kid? Like,
It should be that way.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't live in that.
Ideally, but in my world,
you're right, you know.
Like
I'm
your
fantasy.
decisions.
That's what
You're
I'm
right.
saying.
The way I say it is, and this may seem naive or whatever it may be, right? But relationships, getting married, having children, all those things that, progress life and whatnot, they're political decisions too. And they have to be. When you, especially as black people, right? If we're not careful, especially in particular environments, our days are numbered, No, honestly.
true.
Like you can't go around acting like you're the same as everybody else. Oh, it's just love, there's a connection. So no, your decision has to bear in mind your community.
Yeah.
That's how I see it anyway.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I agree with you.
Yeah,
because
you're
I've
not
never
his
thought
type.
about it that way. Never thought about it that way.
Yeah,
And I think a
yeah.
lot of black people feel burdened by that. For them, it's like, why white people get to just be white people, but I gotta be a representative
In
for
the
my
next
whole...
world, put a petition in to be something else. Unfortunately, in this world,
Thank you.
this is what you're gonna do.
Carry that cross and be the greatest.
Yeah,
at it.
like shoulda, coulda, woulda. It didn't happen for you. Walk in the path that you've been, your
That's
black
it.
path.
That's it.
I agree. I definitely think that that's what turns a lot of black people away from identifying as part of the black culture, because that responsibility to them feels unfair.
But guess what? When Prissy Patel's gonna wrap everybody up, you will be part of the black culture then.
That was such a good conversation. I feel like we got through these questions are good. We need to pay more attention to these questions, boy.
So good.
I don't know if we touched on everything, but if you guys want to hear more,
Yeah, man.
Let us know,
We
innit?
could do a part 2.
Any
let-
bleachers
let
that want
us
to come on the
know.
show, let us know.
right? Any bleachers that want to come on the show, let us know. Like that are actively bleaching now, and I've gone out to go and buy.
Yeah.
Do you know how you have to buy the cream? I
Yeah,
watched a
'cause it's
documentary about
illegal
it.
now.
You have to go to you go to hair shops and you have to buy it under the counter.
Say a code word.
I saw one actually years ago.
You have
I
to
think
buy it under the
a shop in
counter.
Peckham or something.
Yeah, no, literally.
Yeah,
You have to buy it under the
yeah.
counter and they give it to you in like a brown bag,
Yeah.
because basically bleaching
Like,
cream
that's not
is
suspicious.
ridiculously dangerous. Like
Yeah.
the stuff in it is kind of like how people say relaxer is dangerous. Like, but apparently lots of carcinogenics, which are things that are making more likely for you to get cancer.
Yeah.
Obviously anything to do with your skin and taking melanin out of it in a world where there's sun and your skin is expecting to be protected by it is obviously quite dangerous. But I've never met somebody who they died from bleaching cream. I haven't seen that story.
You die slowly, that's why.
Yeah, that's the name. Because you
Yeah,
get illnesses and you get
mentally,
cancer and then
everything.
Yeah.
I remember I went to America, I was in Harlem. And my auntie found
That
out
suits
obviously
you.
I was there.
You really are a black.
Yeah, that suits
activist, aren't
you. You're a Renaissance
Yeah,
man.
I can
Yeah, that
see
suits
yeah.
You had to go and visit.
But you
know,
doing
the-
poetry on the roadside.
Open the
It
door,
probably
close
was.
the door.
I had
I
to
am
visit
so
It probably was.
I had to visit the other pro-black people there,
Yeah.
the 5%ers,
Not
the Nation
not
of
a
Islam.
black
you know.
activist tour.
That's right.
Okay.
That's a Nation of Islam, but he's a full-blown Christian. Go on, sir.
Yeah, we're brothers in the struggle. But anyway, so I was there now. And,
Hey, no
I got a
comment.
call like, can you find me this bleaching cream, this lightening cream, whatever. And I had to go and find it in one of these.
You went to go and get it?
I was angry, the whole time.
Mm.
I had to
He's
buy
like, I can't let the people
I had to
see
buy-
me.
I had to buy like 10 tubs of this crap.
Oh,
This
wow.
is off
Yeah.
brand.
I was like, why?
That's
Mm.
wild, man.
But yeah, I just thought, at the end of the day, it's your money.
You,
It's
you
not
got
mine.
set up, by the way. You could have got arrested for that.
No, but in America, I think it's different because it was just there on the counter.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was just there.
So you can
Yeah.
regulate something. That's interesting.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a damn shame, man.
Oh
Damn
gosh.
shame.
I wonder if there's people that actually sit down and look at like light-skinned women and just think, yeah, you guys are okay. This is a stupid question. I'm gonna finish it though. You guys are actually just better looking than dark skin. Like logically, you guys
No,
are just better
Of course,
looking.
that's what the
I
world
think-
operates the way
yeah,
it
I think
does. Of
loads of
course they
people.
are. That's the
Like
beginning
just
of...
because, but in my head, it's like, does that not freak people out that you just find this person better looking just because of their skin, not their facial alignment, not their nose can be to this near the
Yeah.
ear, but just because they're lighter.
Because to me, beauty is not about skin tone, it's about your facial structure.
And how it works with the
Yeah,
skin tone.
it's not about.
Which in its own self is a privilege. Many people be like, but
Mm.
you know, do you
Yeah.
like when the nose is thinner? Do you like? And then people get all scared. But I'm just saying, I think it's crazy that because they were twins. Do you guys remember the twins? One came out black, one came out white,
Mhm.
and it was like a real thing. I don't know. The vagina just split the color, and that's not the biological term, but and the one just was getting better treatment. Even the news presenter was just nicer. She was like, "Aren't you so lucky?" I can't remember. I'm paraphrasing. Don't you just feel like the lucky one? Like she was like talking like that. This was an interview where
Why
they
did she
was
look like the Crump twins? That's so rude.
and then you know I remember the Cramptons. Do you know the girls? You know Jabri, are you smart? Do you remember that? It's on TikTok. And they have little kids and they ask them, are you smart? And then they ask them like little quiz questions.
Oh, yes, yeah.
So there's a light skin one and a dark skin one. And the woman was promoting her book. I saw this on Twitter. She was promoting a book and she gave both them books and they were both in the picture. She only said, oh, we're so happy Jabri is enjoying the book. Bear in mind, the darker skin girl was also there. The Twitter world went crazy. They were like, delete it now. The woman refused to delete it. And then she just started blocking
I'd
people.
have left reviews for a book.
Yeah,
Like, just all
literally.
words spelled.
But I just
wrong
think
all
it's
over the
crazy that the world is telling us that if we were lighter, and maybe you too as well, if
Mm.
you were lighter, your days would be easier.
100%.
You know,
Yeah.
is it got anything to do with the fact that, you know, in life and society, we've been programmed to believe that, you know, light is good, dark is evil. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Even dark,
Heaven,
black dogs
heaven
are
is
less likely
light,
to be.
hell is dark. It's always like
It's all part of it, yeah.
that
But do
disparity.
you know what I think that's stupid? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, vanilla is not actually white. Like
bleaching.
vanilla pods are
The pods,
black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White people decide what they want to associate with.
Yeah.
Like, because when I think about what is dark and what's good, I would say like, what's dark would be the Holocaust, slavery. When I think about who's behind, like, why is
Yeah.
that connection not connected more
Yeah.
than I think, I don't know.
Because whoever wins the war tells the history, tells the story. This is why, again, it's incumbent upon us to make sure we tell our children, our generation now, about, you know what I'm saying, how we want to be perceived in the future. We have to. Otherwise, if you just sit there and just allow things to occur, we're finished.
Can I ask one more question before we finish the segment?
Mhm.
Do you lot feel like the problem is that being pro-black, genuinely pro-black, is seen as not cool and a lot of work? Because people don't mind playing with the pro-blackness. People don't mind playing it. But to be really, like, let's educate, let's teach our kids the real history. Let's take our kids out of the fake history. Like, all, like really proactive blackness, I feel like is seen as being a busybody.
Yeah, but still, like...
Why is that though? Like, I don't get it. It's for us. Like, why do we not?
Because I think, like you said, it actually requires you going out of your way to do
Yeah,
something.
it requires a lot of hard work,
Okay.
a lot of time, a lot of dedication, and it's almost a burden on you.
Yeah.
But it should be a burden, like Esther was saying, that you should carry, man.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Unfortunate. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you
I
just
see
have to.
improvements, like we buy pro-black and like we buy black and all of
Yeah.
that stuff. But in terms of us, if it's not convenient, we're not willing to do it. And I'm like, we realize it's detrimental to us, like when we don't do it. Like no one else is gonna do it, you know?
exactly.
I think sometimes there's a lot for people to think about, and they just don't
Yeah.
think about it, and they just do what's easier for them.
Me personally, I love it, man. I love the fact that I can just say I'm pro-black and actually live it and everything. Like, I go out of my way every day. I tell my daughter every day, she's beautiful. I tell her she's a god every day. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So that
amazing.
she doesn't have to wake up going into the world believing this nonsense that's out there.
That's
Yeah,
great.
I
so-
love that you say that. I hope that she hears that.
Oh,
when
she
it's
hears
not cool to hear it from your dad anymore. I think because that's where the trouble, I think, comes. Like, it's great to hear it from your dad, but I think there comes a stage where, you know, you get to a teenage stage where the world is louder than your parents and your home. And I just hope that she goes where she's celebrated, not. But I love that you do that. I think that's amazing. All right, guys, let's head into some really dark shit since that was a happy ending. Let's head into the next headline.
All right, people. So as you know, we report on news on the continent and throughout the diaspora. Unfortunately, we have some devastating news from Owo in Nigeria. Yesterday, during Mass, gunmen launched an assault on a Catholic church in Owo, Ondo State in Nigeria, killing more than 50 people. The attackers targeted St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church in the town of Owo as the worshippers gathered on Pentecost Sunday. They gunned down parishioners and detonated an explosive device. Doctors, local officials, and volunteers helping the injured said the death toll, which included children, was at least 50. Some people have actually said 200, with dozens being treated for injuries. The governor of Ondo State, Mr. Akarodolu, condemned the attack as vile and satanic and pledged to find the assailants. Nigerian President Buhari said In response to the attack, no matter what, this country shall never give in to evil and wicked people, and darkness will
Shut
never
up.
overcome light. I was thinking the same thing.
Gets my nerves.
Mr. Adeyemi Olayemi, a lawmaker in Ondo, said the attack was believed to have been carried out by ethnic Fulani terrorists, sometimes referred to as bandits, which they are, who have staged relentless attacks predominantly in northern Nigeria, but also in other parts of the country. The groups emerged from a historic conflict between pastoralists and local communities over access to land and encroachments on private farms, and have carried out mass killings and kidnappings, exploiting a lack of rural security across the country. Olayemi said the attack was likely to have been in retaliation for recent restrictions by the state government on grazing in Ondo, including in forests where assailants have carried out attacks. The restrictions were adopted after an upsurge in kidnappings in the state. He also said, we have enjoyed improved security since herdsmen were driven away from our forests by this administration. But this is a reprisal attack to send a diabolical message to the governor. So yeah.
Crazy.
In church, you know.
Every time something happens, yeah, but Harry's saying he always gives these stupid, very middle, playing it safe statements. There's too many opportunities to have caught people from these groups, and he doesn't. Every time he does it, he just makes it some kind of stupid sentence, and then that's it. And then we won't hear anything else until, God forbid, the next attack. Then he does the same thing all over again. It's ridiculous. It's so sickening, man. I feel so bad for them, man.
I think the real conversation
I
needs to
just
occur
can't.
where we start considering separation, you know. Honestly.
No, they're considering it, but they're trying to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, really, really, really. Because it seems like right now it's a select few. Because, like, the Fulani terrorists here, again, I'm not trying to condemn all Fulani people in the north and things of that nature.
If you're not a terrorist, why are you triggered? Please.
Thank
I've got
you.
time for that today.
But now, they've sent warnings, right?
Yeah.
Some people think it's conspiracy theorists or whatever it may be, but they're saying, listen, we are surrounding Nigeria. We're surrounding Nigeria. They're saying
it's
this
reality.
to us.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, they're saying this to us. And they're doing little things to trigger us.
Yep.
They want us to respond
Yeah.
to spark a civil war. This is what they want.
Mm.
They want to kill people. They want to spread the Islamic agenda,
Yep.
the whole Fulani cultural lifestyle, all this nonsense.
That's what they're doing. But
What's
that's
the Fulani cultural lifestyle?
So the Fulani people, they're like nomadic by like nature, pretty
Okay.
much, right? They originated in like Guinea.
Okay.
But over like the last 100 or so years, they've been in Nigeria, the whole northern belt, like West African countries. And so they're very pastoralist, like, so they just graze.
Mm.
That's what they do. So they just have bare kids, take their cows, go out, graze. That's it. So it's not really, obviously I'm speaking generally here, but they're not really into like modern day technology, education and stuff like that. But obviously there's only so much grazing you can do in particular areas.
Mm.
So now, especially with the Sahara blowing its, sand and whatnot, and the northern Nigeria drying up bit by bit over the, decades and whatnot, they're having to move south.
Okay.
So what they're doing is, obviously people in Yoruba land, we own land,
Mhm.
but they don't care about that type of law.
Okay.
They just go into people's land, private property,
Mm.
and allowing their cows to graze. When a Yoruba man or woman comes out and says, my friend, what are you doing here?
Mm.
AK-47s, killing people,
Yeah, they kill them.
raping people. This is what they're doing. And Buhari will come out with stupid statements like, we condemn those people who are doing it. But he's following you too.
But I swear he gave them
He's following
permission.
you. Yes.
Yes,
That's his
it was a
tribe.
whole setup. I swear he gave them permission though, where they can own lands.
Yeah, so that's part of the
Was that in
Ruga,
South,
the Ruga
wasn't it?
settlement. Yeah, in
Yeah,
South.
it was in South. They can. So basically, they come with nothing here, and then you're coming into someone else's territory,
Mhm.
and you're saying that they're entitled to land that people have worked generations.
So Fulani is not
keeping.
that tribe is not a originally Nigerian tribe.
No.
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 Oh shit.
No.
Okay.
They've been there for like,
I mean, I grew up
I'll
thinking
say
they were,
about-
but
yeah,
See,
I thought they were.
no.
They got red beads. It's like,
Yeah.
red beads.
So
I
it's-
proper thought that was Nigerian.
a lot of the time you kind of view them as like Hausa and they're
Yeah,
same, but they're not the
but
same.
they're
no.
not.
They've been there
Okay.
since, like, I don't know, like 1800s, 1700s.
Are they this agitated against Muslim Nigerians like Hausa and stuff, or is this specifically reserved for Yoruba people?
it's for Yoruba and Igbos, but I do think to an extent they are as well, because I'm sure the bandits attacked. Yeah, they've been attacking Muslims as well. They have been attacking Muslims as well because for them it's a thing of you're Western, like you have Western ideas, you believe in Western stuff. You don't have the same doctrine that we want you to have and that we think you should have. So they are attacking Muslims as well. But I think it's more like Christians. Because for me, if you want to graze your flipping cow, I don't get why you're going to church to kill them. So even all that, I'm not really
because they really want a civil war. And it's looking like, I believe it's next year, the elections.
But you know, next year's the elections. But I can't lie, the Igbos, I feel like the Igbos are more together in terms of separating.
Oh,
They're
100%.
on job.
They've been saying it since 66.
It's the Yorubas
Well,
lacking.
they want to separate from Yoruba.
So basically, because basically
Nigeria.
Nigeria should have never been a country that was together. Everyone had their own thing.
Yeah.
And then the slave owners were the ones who put it together. And then they said if it doesn't work after this X amount of years, then everyone go back to what they were. And the contract is essentially up. And now the Yoruba want to go to where they were. The Igbos want to do that as well. But of course, because it's an agenda to give essentially to let Nigeria be owned by the Fulanis, they're not making it happen. They're not letting it happen.
So the Fulanis, just to clarify for the people that don't know, unlike me who does know. So is it that the Fulanis wants Nigeria to stay as one state, but they want to control the whole of Nigeria?
Yeah.
Whereas all the tribes are ready to like go their separate
because
ways.
it's not working for us.
And you're saying Igbos are like on it.
They're on job.
They already have their system. If it was happening tomorrow, they have a system to go.
Yeah.
Yoruba people are a lot more.
We're not
slack.
as together as the Igbos are. The Igbos are on job. Like people literally were moving from here because mum watches all this stuff, and people literally have moved back home from here because they're like a war's gonna break out anytime soon, and we're ready to die for our country.
Yeah.
They are ready.
You have to big up Nnamdi Kanu. He's one of the people that was like really spearheading the Biafra movement, which is basically the independent state Igbo people want. He was like, was it last year, 2 years ago? He was arrested, put in prison.
Yeah, I think
they found him in he was basically exiled, and they found him in, was it Kenya or something?
Yeah,
and they brought him back. Anyway, I believe he won the case.
Yeah, he did. He did. It was
case.
awarded like something crazy, like 20 million or something like that. I remember. Yeah, he won the case.
Because just unlawful nonsense. Yeah, but long story short, like Esther said, a lot of the, obviously, like it's not every Igbo person or every Yoruba person that wants to separate, but it's
the
becoming
majority.
more and more. It's becoming more and more. I remember
just
one time I was at work, just randomly, one guy came in and he looked at me, he points at me, and he goes, "Where are you from?" I said, "Nigeria." The guy said, "That stupid failed nation." This guy, he was gunning Nigeria as if it
Where was he from?
I'm coming to that.
To your face.
Right in
Like,
front.
I might have
across the room, right? But the vim, right? It became like almost like it was a personal attack on me.
Yeah.
That's
I was
what
like,
I'm thinking. How are you from?
Where are you from? He said, "I'm from Oduduwa Nation." I said,
So he's
So
Nigerian.
he's already
Yoruba.
separated.
his
now.
mentality
Exactly.
is okay.
Yeah, because basically when they
I bet you're best friends with him now, innit?
I said, "So am I." The guy ran from across the room and gave me a hug.
I was there. Okay.
He said, "Yes, we need to talk. Trust me, they won't get away with it."
No,
We're
honestly,
doing it.
the people that are
Where do
serious.
you
Serious,
work,
man.
my G? What United Nations of Nigeria is this?
Nah, but it's the people that are doing what they're doing. That a lot of people are doing a lot of work, man. I have to like a lot of people are doing a lot of work, like to educate, to just doing a lot of work that we don't even see properly, that we don't really know about.
So I was just gonna say, for people who want to know more information, check out this YouTube channel, Mayagun's Political Diary.
Oh my God. I heard that man's I know that man.
In your house, innit?
He's on. Listen,
This guy.
Not
is
me
on
and you.
drugs.
you know my niece.
That's
Discovering people.
Yeah,
Whoa,
this-
my
my
uncle.
niece-
This whole
That's my
conversation
guy.
is a
My
lot
niece
of
says
learning.
my
Yeah, a lot of
A lot of
learning.
learning, you know what I mean?
Lot of learning.
Everyone knows. Yeah,
If
he's on like
serious.
every day,
Every day.
and he's giving like news is accurate. He's
Everything.
proper doing. He's doing what he needs to do.
Oh, I love that. Can you send me
Yeah.
the link, please?
100%.
Yeah.
I would.
In addition to that, if there are other places in the world that have news, whatever, please email to TDA and we'll try and share.
There's an Igbo man as well. It's a shame if I'd read this earlier because there's an Igbo man that's doing the same on the Igbo side. So my goes Yoruba, but there's a guy who's doing it for the Igbos as well. I can't remember his name now. And when where he records, I don't know if you've seen his videos, and it's got like it looks like a whole shrine thing. Like he's very, very proud of his nation, and he does it every single day as well.
Yeah.
And I think he's a doctor. So man finishes work and does
It's
that.
necessary because
I'll get
a
his
lot
link
of people are
tomorrow,
getting a lot of nonsense propaganda from Nigeria. Like, obviously, no disrespect to, people like us, right, in the UK, but a lot of time, we just go back home, we party during Christmas, go lekki,
When I tell you people,
And we don't care about what's going on. Like, people are dying.
Yeah.
Like, they're killing us. You
when
know
I
what
talk
I'm
about
saying?
it now, they want to come and fight.
And it's us Yoruba people,
Mm.
like, and Igbo people that's going back home and doing all this. It's not Hausa people that's doing it, you know. That's going back. It's us who, you know, enjoy life. We go back home, party, and we leave. They're killing us.
It's
You know what I'm
sad.
saying? Most of our families are back home. Our aunties, uncles, grandparents are back home. So we have to really be mindful, man, because these people really want to trigger a civil war. And we saw what happened. Obviously, we didn't see the history, but in like 66 or so, with the Nigerian civil war, 1 million people, just Igbo people, you know, died. 1 million people. If something like that happens again, yeah, we just be mindful, man. So, yeah.
I just
Anyway.
pray that next year, they vote. That's it. That's it.
Things-
They don't even rig the votes. It's just difficult, man.
But
It's
this is
annoying.
why I think they're really trying to, you know, up all this violence and stuff, because, you know, back home, a lot of the time they like to, how do I even kind of explain it? Pretty much, the president usually from different tribes every 4 years or so, unless he gets a second term, right? So this time it's looking like the president, or likely the most likely candidate, will be a Yoruba person.
Mm.
So this is probably why they were really trying to up all of this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So unless we can kind of strike fear into that Yoruba person, or we can cause some type of thing to
But even
occur
that
where it
one-
doesn't even happen. This
What's
is what
that
they're
guy's
looking
name?
for.
So Shibajo, isn't
Oh,
it?
Shibajo.
Because he was at my friend's wedding.
Mm.
And obviously when the Imo were, so basically the wedding was in Imo, it's her home state is Ibo, right? And the Pope is Ibo. The Pope was hilarious. So Shibajo was like, come in, yeah. And then he was like to him, he was like, oh, you know, we've got this person here, the excellency, blah, blah. Thank you for coming, blah, blah. Bigging him up here. Then he goes, while I've got your attention, actually, you might as well sort this out while you're here, because this needs to be done. Right? Let the president know. Then he was like, I also know that you want the Igbo votes. I have to tell you, I have to be very frank with you, you're not going to get it. I said,
Serious?
yeah, he was like, you're not going to get it. But then also Atiku as well, but he's Yoruba, isn't he? He's Fulani.
Atiku. Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe he's fuller.
Yeah, so he's running as well. He's come back as well. I remember from when I was younger. He was
since he's been trying. He's been trying since.
he's so cheeky.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Give up.
No, give up. We don't want him there.
Oh, we don't want him.
That's
Okay,
okay.
they said
Because even
give up.
Buhari, he came back as well.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So these people have been presidents before and governors or whatever they've done in the past. But you want to come back for like what, round 4?
Yeah.
I just pray that the elections.
I just want to
Go some
repeat,
way.
welcome to TDA, your favorite news platform under home of popular culture as defined by the actual culture.
That's it.
With that, guys, let's head into Word on Road. Now, you're giving us tea from Nigeria.
You
so
was. I was really
that
sitting
was-
back and really learning. I was
No.
like, rah, I need to be more in tune because these guys
Yeah.
are educating me right
No,
now.
honestly, I
I
was
was
I
quite like, oh, Quay,
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
staying abreast.
I'm so
everywhere.
it's not a
no,
breast
for sure,
thing
for
that
sure.
you're not on
No,
the
honestly,
tits.
that's why I kind of get a bit irritated when people go there for like 30 December and they're like, oh my gosh, it was so fun. It was so great. I want to move there. So, okay. You don't know the realities over there. But okay, so we on here, obviously we give people news and we give you an update on what happened. So Kurt Zuoma, that's the cat kicker, the West Ham footballer.
Look. Go on, be shady.
No, it's Kurt Zuma. I just,
What did I say, Zuoma?
he says Zuma.
I'm in my
I'm with you,
Nigerian bag.
Esther. I'm with you.
It sounded like
Esther,
Igbo
man.
name, so I just said like Igbo name. Because I'm praising Igbo.
Do you know what it is?
What
I
they're
hope
doing.
you got his face when Esther got it wrong. Yeah, immediately he was like, "Hold it, Yusuf, your voice of reason. Don't do it. Don't prove them right."
But basically, the man has got 180 hours of community service after pleading guilty to kicking and slapping a cat.
What did John Terry get?
Who's John Terry?
What did John Terry get when he called somebody's brother or
Repeat
friend?
that again?
He got
Brent, can you get that?
he got the captain armband for England.
Oh,
No, look at that.
all right.
It's funny how things
Let's
work.
put that side by side.
This is on the topic of racism.
Yeah.
Might as well keep going with it.
Let's do
But
that. Imagine
yeah,
if that
so-
cat was black. Shit.
Listen. So so he had to do that. He's got 180 hours of community service. He also was fined £250,000 and he lost a substantial sponsorship with Adidas. Yes, that's how you say it. And obviously he's been subjected to racist abuse and threats and stuff. So
Oh.
it's crazy. But again, I don't know. My empathy is capped. Just because obviously I get the argument about the cat, the human beings, blah blah blah. I get all that. But I just think that this is the foolishness. In the words of Marx, stop the foolishness of having to record everything.
That's the thing. I'm not gonna lie.
No, that cat's
I blame his
secret.
brother.
I blame him.
I
He
would
kicked a cat.
I blame his brother.
Don't kick a cat.
Yeah,
But
no,
but
don't kick a cat.
Yeah, but if you're gonna kick
But
a cat,
his
don't
brother,
call
his brother's a
the
problem.
kicking.
Yeah, no, but the thing's like them two will never be close now. Like this is gonna be their
Yeah.
mom. No one likes the brother in the,
The brother
family
is a-
anymore.
is
Like
a
it's
pagan.
wrong.
Yeah.
But
Honestly.
in my head, I think don't kick a cat. Obviously,
Of
that
course,
is
of course.
terrible.
Yeah.
I do feel like this is a very heavy-handed response fueled by public opinion.
Yeah.
To £250,000.
And a nation of animal lovers.
Like, yes, a nation of animal lovers, fine. But I think in my head, I was like, £250,000. I don't know, 100. I don't even mind the community service. They don't kick cats, it's fine.
Yeah.
But my thing, this energy is not consistent
At all.
for people. If it wasn't for Battersea Cats and Dogs Home, yeah, cats and dogs will be being flogged up and down. It's not like a government initiative to care for animals the way it really, it should be. This feels fueled by something else. You know when you do something wrong and it gives space for the enemies to kill you? That's what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, it's fueled by racism, isn't it?
Anyway.
Simple.
But on to Black Excellence. Axel Blake won Britain's Got Talent 2022.
I didn't actually follow Britain's Got Talent
I
this
stopped
year. I
following
didn't
years
know
ago.
it. I didn't
Yeah, I
know it
never
was
knew it was even
happening.
happening.
Yeah.
But I'm really, really happy for
Yeah.
him, and I saw him put like out a like vote for me kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So shout out to him, man. And he said, I remember he put a video out. I don't know, I might send it to Brent, where he was just like, "This could change my life."
No, it will change.
It will
It will
change
change
his
his life
life,
exactly.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like I'm glad that he won.
Yes, amazing.
Yeah, shout out
So
to Axel.
he was one of 11 and he won, and they win £250,000.
Wow.
And the chance
He
to perform.
He up now.
You're so annoying. And the chance to perform at the Royal Variety Show.
That's sick,
Oh,
and I'm
nice.
really, really
Yeah.
happy for him, man. And he got a golden buzzer as well, innit?
Yeah.
Did he cry when he won the golden buzzer?
What's
He was
the
shocked
buzzer?
when he.
So that's when one of the judges presses a golden buzzer. That
And
means
you
skip
go
straight
straight,
to the
yeah.
final,
Oh, okay,
semi-finals.
okay.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
don't have to do the auditions and stuff like that.
I might
Yeah.
go back and watch his routines. And see what-
Yeah, no, I'm happy for him. I hope he did
Yeah, he
the
was up
kind
against some little kid with his little cuckoo doll.
Cuckoo doll. What's that?
It's like a chicken doll. It's like a chicken thing.
what?
Chicken thing.
I've never heard
Like
of
a
this.
hand
Oh,
thing.
oh,
Puppet.
a hand puppet.
He won over a little cute white boy
He
Yeah,
better
but you
won
know
over
what's
that
mad
guy.
though?
I mean,
Over that guy.
I was
in
gonna.
this Britain on the
No,
Queen
but you know
Jubilee.
what? I was gonna get there, but I didn't want to be bad vibes. I thought I'm gonna report it because white people stay showing their asses. There's like a lot of complaints and a lot of annoyance that he won and
No.
basically
Is
saying
it?
that it's fixed and blah blah
Fuck
blah
them,
blah.
man.
you know what I mean?
Can't wait, can't let people
You know
have
what?
things.
It's
niggas.
mad when I'm making a joke thinking that it's
No,
not true. It
They
can't be.
can't. They show you
Not
that
the
they are who
Agathas and
they
the
are.
Gertrudes getting
Well,
upset.
over this nigga with a chicken puppet. Get the hell out of here, man.
Well, the
Someone said
issue
in
is
chat,
that
you know
he's
what
not
it is to
a
make
nigga.
someone laugh. Do you know how it is to make someone laugh?
Yeah.
I know we do. Like we're just
Yeah,
blessed.
we
and
got it.
it happens.
Brent's good at
But
casting.
like, you know, great. But like, that's a hard job.
Mm.
And you got your hand up a chicken's butt.
And I also think,
Thank
okay,
you, my
so
brother.
I saw the initial thing where he won. It was ages ago when I saw it, but I saw the initial thing where he won. And he definitely gave jokes that appealed to the general
That
Brit.
audience.
You have to though.
Like,
Yeah.
no, but I just thought, so what's wrong? Why are you not complaining? My man
Exactly.
has tailored his approach to you.
He
Like,
catered
what's-
to you.
He catered to you. Do you know what I mean? Do you think he's going to be allowed to make other jokes though? Like jokes that speak
Of
to...
course he is.
I think after a while.
Now he's won. He can do what he wants.
It's true. Get there, then
Yeah.
change it. Get there and then do
No,
it.
I think you have to get there, sit in it, then change it.
All right.
Yeah, get there, get past
Yeah.
probation, then change it.
Do you think Mo done that?
What, once he made
Well,
it?
like his
As in, he made his comedy more palatable and then made it, and now he's a bit more going to.
But
more
isn't
back-
his
I
comedy
wouldn't
the whole cans thing? So isn't his
Get a
thing
couple of cans.
making jokes about
white
white
Britain?
people that white people can recognize and not feel offended by, and black people can recognize? And
Yeah,
think,
but you know
"Oh,
what though?
Yeah.
Even his last special, right? He talks about like him, like his family and what his mum's like, and his dad being a yardie and
Mhm.
no Rasta, sorry.
Yeah.
So I think he's. I would say that he's staying the same. I don't think
Okay.
We're
he's
being
putting it
safe.
down.
Actually, when I think about it, the reason why
Who's
I say
we?
that, no, this
I
is
don't know what you're about to say.
French bitch. The reason why I say is because wasn't he like the linchpin of Sunday Show? This thing that happened before our generation,
Yeah.
where like, and I don't know, I never went. I was a child,
Mm.
but
I
was
was a
the humor,
child.
was the humor there more? Was it more like Comedy Jam versus Kevin Hart today? Like, what's the difference? Because I feel like what you're suggesting
Yeah.
is that maybe he was a little bit more raunchy back day, and now he's a little bit more commercial.
I've only seen Mo a few times prior to his
Extension.
his ascension, and I would say the comedy is around the same. I wasn't suggesting that he'd done that.
Okay, because
Mind
you
you.
got a naturally shady face.
I was okay. I was just asking based on your Axel analogy. Do we feel that Mo took that route?
Did anyone go Sunday Show?
I went to a couple, but
Do you
I don't-
remember him, or was he just hosting?
my last memory of Mo prior to his fame is this this New Year's event that Marvin and them were doing, and Mo performed like a little special. This is maybe like, I don't know, 2017 maybe.
Okay.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Me and Marv still reference the jokes that Mo told to this day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so good.
And then I thought, this guy's sick.
Mm.
And after that, obviously, he started doing more Instagram stuff, more skits and reels or whatever. And then he just... but I would say that I'm sure he tailored his jokes a bit to, appease more of a wider audience. But I don't feel like Mo
Watered down.
sold out or nothing like that. No,
I don't think
I feel like he
does.
got on being him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
Proud of Mo.
Yeah.
Shout out. And aren't they cousins?
Mo and Axel.
Okay, let me stop.
Because
I
they're
don't,
black.
I don't believe so.
No, not because they're black, but I thought I heard through the grapevine they were cousins. Guys, Quay is very good at giving
I don't believe so.
Grapevine
But
unchecked
yours.
news. So don't ignore me.
That's so funny.
But go ahead, sis.
But more black excellence. We talked about, you kind of mentioned it earlier, Meghan Markle at the thing. They're nice, because I remember, did I report it? I can't remember, that they weren't going to give them security.
Yeah.
I think I did, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Talked
I
about
don't
it on
remember
here.
you saying that, but I remember it
Yeah,
being
so
there.
basically they weren't going to give them security for the Jubilee thing as they gave everybody else. But I think it's very noble of them to have still attended.
Well, they had their own procession. So I overheard like there was a lady that was doing and from her voice I also could tell she was white. And she was doing like a voiceover when
Yeah.
Meghan and Harry were walking in, and she said something along the lines of it's actually very interesting because they didn't walk with the family, but they also don't have to walk with everybody else. They got their own little thing.
And I
they-
loved it.
and
It was
they
a
said-
moment.
Yeah, and they said that do you think women are just mad because they thought Harry was going to be a white woman?
But I don't know why they thought that though.
Because every woman he dated before that was like, before he met Rihanna, every woman he dated was like,
Rihanna.
Oh, wait,
was-
did he date Rihanna?
no, he didn't date Rihanna, but
Oh.
he met Rihanna. There was a picture and everyone said, yeah, Harry's definitely marrying a black woman
okay,
after
okay.
that. But before that, every woman he dated was what you would kind of expect, like a white woman, blonde hair, kind of look,
Yeah.
made in Chelsea
He's
kind of
buff, I just love it. He's buff.
What,
buff?
Harry?
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry's got a nipple. Do you know, I didn't say the white guy I liked. I was giving you a lot of stupid names. Do you know he's an actor?
That narrows
That
it down.
narrows it down. I know exactly
He's
what
an
you're talking
actor.
about.
Everybody finds him attractive.
I thought you told us though.
No, I just was, you know
Name-
when you're
name-
under pressure.
name
So you just
something.
say-
Name a
Name
film.
a name.
Name a film.
he played the Craig brothers.
Oh, Tom Hardy.
Hardy.
Now,
Let me figure
that's a bit. I mean,
Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Tom
yeah,
Hardy.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking. It's not Ed Hardy. It's Tom Hardy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
an
a
interesting
bit
choice.
Excuse me. What's the name of that boy, the Mitchell brother that you like?
Or Max.
Yeah,
That's
he's
when I was
alright.
younger.
Okay, when he's
I'll
younger.
have class
Anyway,
now.
so we'll go back to. I've changed.
Levels have changed, baby.
You don't like. You look at the man properly. I'll send you some videos. When you
Don't,
see
please.
video.
Don't make me block you. But yeah, so she stole the show and looked amazing, had a moment, and just looked so beautiful. Looked like they were getting married. It looked like it was about them, and the Hastings were staring them in the face. And I love that video so much. Like I rewatch it every time it comes on my timeline.
Well, when she walks,
When she and Harry are walking,
Yeah.
and they just look so good.
I
They
think
just
Harry's
look
a
so
very good. He's giving Yusuf boyfriend vibes. Like
Yeah.
he's really
He's a
had her
wholesome.
back.
He's like a wholesome man.
He's really had her back. He's
He
done
really has.
everything I would want a white man.
He
to
left
do
his
for
family.
his-
Do you know how wild that is?
Yeah, that's a lot. Still.
He left. I feel
That's
like
a big.
he left his. That's a big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a massive thing, actually.
Because this common boys are never telling their mum when she's moving mad. Imagine he left the entire royal family
No,
for that.
he actually left the entire royal family
It's
for
crazy.
that. And him and his brother probably are never going to be the same.
Good,
Because they
'cause the
hold
brother's
a
a snake
grudge in that
anyway.
family. My
Bald
gosh.
head.
His brother's a pleb anyway.
I had so
That
much
was
hope for William. I said, no way. You
You
came
feel
from
sorry for
Guyana.
him.
You were old enough to see everything she went through. You're going to be a good one.
He's a
And
snake.
he has literally
What do you expect of him?
morphed
though?
into his dad. Like,
What do you
into,
expect of him though? He's a future king.
And
What do you like? What like?
I told him to take a stand for his
You
mum.
know what it is? He's eyes on the prize, isn't it? And he's not veering off his course. He's like, this is tunnel vision. This is me.
Like these guys are born.
But your brother,
born to serve, to serve a particular
yeah,
role.
but you know what it is? That your mum died, Jay. It was you and your brother, and you're gonna snake your brother.
How did he snake him though?
he didn't
I
snake.
don't think he snakes
He
his brother.
snaked him.
He's just
Didn't
not.
snake him.
I think
He didn't back
He ain't backing him.
Yeah,
and that's snaking me.
All right.
But behind closed doors,
That's
though,
snaking.
he might be backing him behind closed
No,
doors.
they
It's
still
not enough
talking.
I don't talk anymore.
They
They-
don't talk anymore.
I
He
mean,
said he
I
doesn't
think
talk.
they might talk now, but they didn't talk.
when
all of that was
Oprah
happening,
did, when Oprah did, are you silent or silenced?
Mm.
He said they hadn't spoken for months.
yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
That's
yeah.
that's snaking me. Come
Yeah.
on, you're my
I-
brother.
I think you have to put something in perspective. This is about the future of the monarchy, their country, their role, their duty to their people. If someone in my family is behaving some type of way, saying, you know what, forget this Yoruba stuff, man, Nigeria, let me go and get with this Ukrainian lady and
Sudan.
start this
That's
type
different
of life.
though.
Yeah.
That's
Why?
different. See, it's different because the royal family weren't slaves. Their fight in life is different to the black fight, so that's different.
Yeah, it's different
But my
because-
thing is,
yeah.
I'm just thinking from an emotional point of view, and can't apologize for that because our mum died when we're young. It's you and I, literally you and I against the world. Whatever you're facing, you want to be king, you want to be head of the world, that's great for you. I love that for you, sir. But back me on certain things. Like, you'll literally watch them be horrible to me, ask me how dark my baby was going to be, and you don't love your wife. So you should be happy seeing me with a woman that I genuinely love, and you're not going to say anything. I'm sorry, but keeping quiet or supporting me in private and not do anything in public is you're complicit to the same bullying I'm going through. And you're seeing them attacking my wife and all that kind of stuff. And then your stupid little wife is sitting there adding to the attack, talking about Meghan's a bully. And you're gonna where does the narrative that he doesn't love his wife come from?
Oh, so basically, there have been numerous reports of
allegations.
Of what?
Oh, is it? Okay.
Like,
I'll say it. Infidelity.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Allegations of infidelity.
Yeah, and the way this is not new.
And the way they interact with each other, their body.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
As in,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
hearing
no.
she's trying to leave. Listen, one time the news, fuck it. If you got breaking news, you got to share it.
Yeah.
So this happened a couple of years ago, so it's not fresh off the press. But as in, they found out that he was with
Another woman.
and the news held it.
I saw this weeks ago.
And the news held it. And the only reason why we knew is because somebody who works in the House of Parliament, gonna make that stick. They kind of told a friend of theirs, whatever, and so it kind of just leaked or
No,
whatever.
but even a few weeks ago,
3 weeks
there
ago,
was was it dating someone? I don't know who it was dating me. I'm sorry about that. Allegedly, because you're not gonna sue me. But
Allegedly over
one of the media houses actually reported breaking news. He's they're leaving each other. They're due to infidelity.
I saw that.
And then they had to come back hours after. They were like, oh, wrong information. But when do you ever give wrong thing? They literally did a whole breaking news. It was trending on Twitter for a time.
Their marriage, is very much given kind of what Diana and
I was thinking the same thing.
It's given
Yeah.
because divorce is seen very lowly for many cultures.
And for someone who's to be a king.
For someone to be a king as well. So like it's given like you are a good pick. You have the public support.
Yeah.
You know, when you were the first time you're having a baby, everybody acted like it was the first time they ever saw a baby, me included. I was like, oh, it's a baby prince. But yeah, so I feel like in reality, what happens is she's a good pick. Anyone now, unless she does something to flop and fumble, anybody now will be seen as someone who has usurped Kate's position. She's won the favor too highly. That's why. And I trust that she was mean to Meghan. I believe it with my whole chest.
I believe
my whole
She's
chest.
been mean to
all
her
of it.
kids because the way the kids is embarrassing in public.
Their hand on your mouth.
But who's next? So after Lilibet is thingy, isn't it? Charles.
Yes.
Charles is the one that was so he can divorce and be alright.
Who?
William, if you want to.
But I don't think it's about that. I think there's a cultural shame. Like they don't have to do
100%.
something wrong. They just get in trouble
Charles
for
is
living.
sleeping well at night. That man don't feel no shame.
I know, but
At least
he's
she feel the most shame.
Yeah.
But anyway, someone that did get some kind of shame, Kim got rejected to go to the party. I think that's so embarrassing.
Kim and Pete,
I'm
huh?
glad she tried, man.
I think it's so embarrassing. But I also think maybe it's because they asked a bit too late.
Or maybe because she's
So-
with Pete Davidson.
What did Pete Davidson do to the Queen?
I mean, he's not
He's
Kanye.
Pete.
Yeah. You don't hold
No,
any weight
at all.
in this country.
Have you not seen the most recent episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
No, you know
The
we
way
haven't.
she describes being with Pete versus
Oh
being
my
with
gosh,
Kanye.
yeah. Basically, yeah. I don't know if you're talking about the same thing I'm talking about, the BDE stuff.
Yes.
It was she just wanted, basically, she heard through the grapevine that he's got big dick energy. So she said, oh,
Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Yeah, allegedly.
But everyone knows that. Ariana
Ariana
Grande
Grande.
said that as
Oh,
well.
is it?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it
everyone
was
knows she's
Sean
got a
that.
big penis.
Okay, that's great.
Oh, she was comparing his penis to Kanye's penis.
No, she's also people have also said Kanye has a big penis.
No, she was saying basically that she heard through the grapevine that he's got big energy.
Yeah.
And she said, you know what? I'm DTF.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is what?
Down to
Down to fuck. Okay.
Yeah. So she's like, let me just see what that's about.
Okay.
And I think she's just saying that she thought, okay, this is not bad.
Yeah, she was like,
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't expecting this to turn into a relationship.
Yeah.
I also think, from the way everyone has spoken, even people that like Kanye and that family, he seemed like a lot of work to be around.
Yeah,
It
I
seemed
can
like he
imagine.
was very like unfiltered, and
Who,
for a
Kanye?
family that's so well
I
manicured,
hate that though.
I can imagine. But I just feel a bit bad because she's just saying her truth, but it just makes it sound like Kanye was just the worst person.
Yeah.
to
and I
marry.
feel like there's an agenda. I'm sorry, I'm not buying
right.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it because even if he is a bit like much to handle and stuff, I just don't like that narrative. And I think maybe because it's coming
She
from
apologized to her family.
a white family to a black man, I just don't like the idea of he was too much to take and he's crazy and blah blah. Because sis, you knew this when you got with him. You knew this. You cheated. You were cheating on your partner while he was cheating on his partner for you guys to be together, and you guys kept doing the whole thing about, it's meant to be, and all that flirting and stuff like that. You knew what this man was like. You knew what this man was like. You had 3 children.
He's changed though.
Huh?
He's changed. It's the same way we look at like the old Kanye, the new Kanye. Imagine her now. She's living through this transition. Like
He's become a
the
Christian.
Kanye that she met
Yeah.
when she met him isn't the
Wasn't
same
doing-
Kanye now.
yeah.
This is a
Fair enough.
different Kanye.
That's a fair point. But I think I just feel like to make her image as clear as possible, and I hate it because I feel like they've got the black community. The black community on the side, and that pisses me off even more.
Tap me in. So in my head, I kind of feel like the Kardashians are just living their life. However, they are crazy powerful, and they're living their life very strategically, fine. But they have crazy power, and everything they do means something, right? This transition from the quote unquote black aesthetic, black man, all of you have secured your kids now. So anything you do on now is now. You know what I mean? You've for complete Armenian family, for all your grandchildren. I mean, obviously, bar Courtney, to be African Americans, it feels very okay, cool. Now this transition, which is something that when a lot of black women were saying when everything was happening, was like, watch when they drop you, and it was coming from a better place. Fine, whatever.
But
now
it was a message.
But it was a message because it was like we see again and again and again celebrities pick up blackness when it's convenient for them and drop them. We saw Miley Cyrus do it. That's probably the best example I have. But we see people do it all the time, and to now see them kind of move on to like the skater rock and roll boy thing, they're just living their life. But what the message it kind of gives out is black men are out of fashion.
We're literally seeing what's her name?
No, and I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that black men are out of fashion.
Family, yes, they are out of fashion.
That's my That's my thing. But all I'm saying, the Kardashians are just doing their thing. Yeah. But for all their millions of minions and followers and stuff like that, it does give off this thing of now the new aesthetic is
a white man.
Yeah, and for me that wouldn't happen if it felt more genuine. I don't know. I feel Anyway, So yes. So now Pete Davidson is the.
We're literally seeing Kim turn into a white woman right in front of our eyes.
Do you know how many tweets I've seen say that?
About what? About Pete?
No, about Kim.
She's turning back into a white woman.
They said Kim is morphing back into a white woman. And I'm gagged. That's what like the tweets are and stuff like that. Like I said, Kim is living her life.
I guess you match the energy you're around, innit? And obviously Pete is white, so maybe it's only natural for her to now seep into her whiteness.
No.
Maybe.
Listen, like I said,
she was turning white before that because she started taking her bum out.
But anyway, man, I don't know. I think there's a conversation there. I think, like you say, black people, we need to own our own value. We need to not need it to be co-signed by people and all of that. But it just looks a bit sad. Like you said, I feel bad as well because it is giving this narrative of
this man is a
Kanye.
problem.
And I don't think Kanye is the easiest person to live with. I think he's unfiltered
but I think
and all
he
of that.
needs more help. And I think when you're being aggravated, like no one can tell me. I feel like the family made his circumstances worse. I feel like they aggravate him and they know what they're doing and they antagonize him. And that's why he responds in the way that he responds. And then when he responds, people are like, oh, see, he's crazy. But we don't, because the thing is, his outbursts are public. Their antagonizing is private. So all everyone sees is him responding, but no one ever sees what he's responding to. Like imagine if he never put that tweet out about the screenshot with Pete saying, I'm in bed with your wife and blah, blah. Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? Do you get what I mean? And you guys are claiming that this man has a problem. Like you're saying as if like you're concerned for him. He's got a problem, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Then you know how to communicate with him, isn't it? But you guys do things that gets him angry and then you're coming to... I don't believe that Kanye was having a great day, eating muffins, having a mimosa, clinking with his wife, and he decided to tweet all this stuff about Chris Jong-un when he did all of that stuff. I don't believe that. I believe that something happens behind closed doors and he's unable to say, maybe for contract reason or whatever it is, he's unable to say, I'm sorry, but a family that kept... I'm really going on a monologue, damn. A family that kept Courtney's lover, her ex-lover there, even though they knew how much you upset her and all that kind of stuff there. You think I'm going to then believe that they're going to care for a black man's image? Of course they bloody don't. I just hate the fact that it seems as if they won. Because now black people as well have kind of turned on Kanye.
They won. Yeah, they won. And Kanye said stuff like slavery was a choice, and that didn't turn black people off as much as his behaviour with this whole thing.
Talking about he's moving next to his wife. He's going to want to live in the same area as his children. We don't know what their what's it called, custody arrangements is like. But again, it's simple things like that. Yeah, that it's like. He's a creep. No, he's just a man who's got a family.
Kanye is incredibly creative, but I don't know if he's the most strategic when it comes to his emotions. Like he kind of just does what he wants.
Yeah.
And the problem with that, is that if people want to present that if people want to frame that in a way that makes you look, he lives himself up to be framed as
he
crazy.
makes it easy for them.
He makes it so so easy for any
Yeah.
of his enemies to decide Kanye today's a good Kanye, today's a bad Kanye. Do you know what I mean? If Kanye was a little less noisy, he probably would be under a conservatorship or whatever they put Britney Spears
Britney
under.
on a
Just because it's
conservatorship,
so easy for people to decide that Kanye is crazy that week. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And he decided to then pair up with a family who are very good at manicuring their reputation and
Yeah.
their. Do you know what I mean? So I mean, God bless everyone involved. Let's just say.
It's a shame.
But
But
yeah.
bit of good news anyway. Love Island starts tonight.
Whoop.
So
Whoop, whoop.
yeah, you guys are late on that.
Do you know why
I
that's
need that energy.
exciting? Because we're going to be covering it every
Every
single
single
day.
day.
We got our hats, we got our mimosas going. Do you know what I mean? We got
everything
it. We
going.
got
We're
everything.
ready. So I hope you guys are ready tonight. You guys watch it with us.
Yes.
So you guys can leave some juicy comments when we cover it tomorrow and let us know
100%.
how you're feeling and all that kind of stuff. And just to end, unfortunately, the rapper Hypo passed away over the weekend. So that's a bit of very sad news.
Very sad.
And obviously, our thoughts are with everybody and his fiance, his whole
Yeah.
family,
Family.
the whole of Mashtown, who he
Yeah.
played an integral role
Yep.
to building them up and taking them
100%.
to take over the
Yeah.
whole of
Yeah.
London, like basically.
Yeah.
Exactly. He was very pivotal in, like you said, putting Mashtown on the map, man. Which in turn pretty much put British rap
Yeah.
on the map.
Instrumental when you put in UK hip hop.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Street rap.
early 2000s, it was like I said before on the show, it was Joe Black, it was Giggs, it was Margs. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I first met Margs, I was like, Mashtown Marga. That's all I know him as. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And a lot of that is because of Hypo. He was like, to me, he was like you know the RZA?
Yeah,
Wu-Tang.
yeah.
The
Architect,
Emman.
architect, isn't it?
Exactly. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Always at the front, the boss, the one that's like making things happen. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
He like I remember hearing Tricky talk about it in a podcast before about how every feature he had, right, was because of Hypo.
He said, I just turned up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everything.
Hypo sorted it.
You know what I'm saying? Hypo just was everywhere, linked up with bear guys from
Yeah.
America, just everything, man. And so this is a big loss, man. A very big
Massive,
It is.
huge.
And obviously, our brother isn't here today,
Yes.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
our thoughts are definitely with him. I know we
100%.
would have all checked on him in our own ways and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like he obviously touched many lives. It's just it's unnecessary. It just
It's
shouldn't, that
unnecessary.
shouldn't
It's
happen.
just
It's
Yeah,
senseless.
just-
It's
it's
for
it
no
was.
reason.
It was really senseless.
And it's
shouldn't.
just
Really
and,
senseless.
and again, if you just look at obviously I don't know Hypo personally, but
Yeah.
just look at the lead up to all of this, man. Like recently just got engaged.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
engaged. Not too
He
long
just
ago.
did his shahada as well.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I swear, I had
You know
no
what I'm
idea.
saying?
Shahada.
So
Yeah, what's a shahada?
when you basically convert to Islam,
Yeah.
Okay.
What was that?
you know what I'm saying? So you just know certain things he was just putting
He was
behind
moving
it,
on life,
Yeah.
just doing
being
things,
positive.
Yeah, you
know
could
what
tell
I'm
his
saying?
life was moving in a more a positive direction.
Yeah.
Just from following him on social media and seeing his
Exactly.
transition throughout the years and how he's going from, previous life to now being more positive and just
Yeah.
even like his weight loss journey as well was amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
he
I
was,
didn't know he was ever big.
he was
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
He's
bigger.
I would put it next to like, you know how Gucci Man transformed.
Oh wow.
That's how
okay.
Hyper
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
for real.
complete transformation.
Wow.
And he was really just on a positive,
Yeah, man.
great path. And it's such a shame, man. It's so sad.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, our
100%.
thoughts and prayers are with the family.
Yeah.
But a 32-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion. So
Mm.
praying that he gets justice. I feel like that would be some kind of closure for his family.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so that is all the word that is on the road.
All right, guys. So this is my segment where I give you the news from an economics point of view. I'm going to be very quick today.
How are we losing money this week?
Basically.
Well, if you drink beer, you're losing money because
then.
the price of a pint in London has gone up exponentially.
This might get us.
I was thinking that.
What is this thing called? Protest.
This is going to be
what
a
they
thing to
will
wake
rise
up
up.
the whites. Yes.
What? A pint?
This is
Yeah,
going to be a thing to
yeah.
wake up.
They're going to be
everyone.
like, you got me all the way.
They said, we'll forgive you for partying and during lockdown. We'll forgive you for putting up the prices of petrol, but don't
But
play
pint
with our fucking
prices?
pints.
Crazy.
Mm.
So basically, over the weekend, it's emerged that in some pubs, people are buying a pint for £8.
What?
80 British
Eight.
pounds.
How much is a
Pounds.
pint? Used to be. It's not something I frequent.
Not £8.
A pint is probably what? A pound something?
A pound?
Well,
A pound something? A pound something? I don't know how much a pint costs.
yeah,
but-
That wasn't
It's
your
mad
long,
cheap.
long
I'm
time
guessing.
ago days.
Okay,
like-
about £2 then.
Like the other day, on Thursday, like I was at my boy's birthday in Brixton, yeah, and one of my guys went to get a pint as well, yeah. He paid £6. Like, he was complaining. So imagine £8, because obviously you just know, like, basically, yeah, it's risen more than 70%.
Let me Google it.
Yeah. 15
Right?
years ago. No, so 2008, you can get the average price for a pint was £2.30.
Okay, that's what I'm about to
That's what I was thinking. It should be something like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like £3, £4, £5.
Don't
Not
taste
even
good though,
£5.
so.
Yeah, even £5 for
Not
a
even-
But you know what?
Yeah,
I
it's
do
ridiculous.
think though it's a bit convenient that it rose during the bank holiday weekend when people are going to be in pubs. They made
yeah.
hell of a killing.
It's
Yeah.
definitely gonna be like that, yeah. But generally, the price has just been going up anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like certain drinks you get, yeah. Like even if you wanna, as certain people do, pre-drink and go to certain places.
Some
You
people
know,
do.
like,
That's what you
like-
do now.
Like Koi and,
Look at him.
I'm so sorry.
and Big Menus.
Not
Me, nah, listen. I drink water, sir.
not me
all right?
blocking Yusuf. I'm not me blocking Emman off my Insta now because I don't like this.
If you taking notes for TDA,
Do you know what I mean? But
No,
yeah, preaching
yeah,
is
like-
important,
drink
So yeah, man,
responsibly.
like the prices are crazy now. You know what I'm saying? So like, I heard
crazy.
apparently for someone who buys Magnums and stuff, yeah,
Not you.
not
£4
you.
for Magnum.
Yeah.
I was devastated when I heard the news. You know what I'm saying?
You caught yourself.
I was devastated
You
when I
caught
heard the
yourself.
So, yeah, man.
I can't imagine you drinking a
That's so
Magnum.
ridiculous.
I don't know you.
I don't know how people drink Magnums. It's like cough syrup in it.
It doesn't taste great. I'm not gonna lie. Peer pressure is
nasty,
the
man.
only reason why I even tried that because
And you don't have it warm.
Used to you lot.
You felt triggered. You're the only person who felt triggered.
do you know?
Well, it's
Do you
in the
know why
fridge,
this
though.
will only ever happen on TDA? We started off talking about pints, yeah, ended up with Magnums.
Very ridiculous.
God bless the blacks,
This
man.
is why listen. That's why the day after is the place to be.
So yeah, so that's the situation with beers. And the last thing I want to mention is there was a scheme to pretty much tackle long-term unemployment, which is called the Restart Program,
Okay.
which was launched by Mr. Boris Johnson and Rishi Sunak and them last year. And basically, £2.9 billion went into that. So again, like I was saying to you, if you get rid of the monarch, that money, they'll find another way to use it for something else. Yeah. Guess how successful this was? How many people do you think they actually got jobs?
5%.
No.
I'm thinking more like, I don't know if it makes up 1%.
No. So basically, they failed to find a job for 93% of people.
Yeah, so 5%.
So, yeah.
7.
Yeah. But just think about that. Almost 3 billion
2.9 billion.
pounds.
You could have just given the people. The
Is there a
money.
refund? You should have given them the money.
Yeah,
Could have
but
just given them the money.
we trust them.
Like I always say.
Do you know what? That I feel like I don't believe all these things are things. I just think it's all
Smoke and mirrors.
conspiracy theory. It's ways that it's money laundering.
Fact.
Call a spade a spade.
No, that is the words.
Because
They are laundering that money. That money is
do you know
being
there's
washed.
always big figures being thrown about.
And we don't question it because
Big
we
Ben,
have no-
80 billion.
Yeah.
This, 50 billion.
Guys,
This, billion.
Big Ben was the
it's-
biggest laundering thing, like allegedly. There's no, that thing got a fresh paint.
And do you know what's kidding me as well, yeah? Is that whenever you say these figures, yeah, I have to remind myself this is actual like British
Money.
stuff. This
Yeah.
is not Naira.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this shit is
No,
Mad.
definitely. Because
it's
and
not
you
making
know,
sense to me.
do you know what's also an issue? The fact that them failing is such a norm for us now.
Mm.
Like it's not like we've never. I don't feel like I expect success.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
from
you're
the
right.
government.
Because if you had said 40% of people, they got 40% people jobs, I would have been shocked.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
thought, damn, well done, Boris. I think
Yeah,
you win your
no,
votes today.
I think this is really. I think this is really sad. I think you know one of those things where you're like 3 steps behind the disaster. Like I feel like things are getting very, very bad, and we just kind of laugh. We just laugh. We
If you
just
don't
laugh.
laugh, you cry. And I don't want to cry.
No, but how about we fix it? Like, how about we do better? And where's all this money coming from? Because I swear they tell me that there's no money. And
Is this
then,
country in debt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think lots of countries. Right.
Who's
Like,
debt?
every-
Who's
Debt's
being paid off?
is everlasting. isn't it?
Yeah. they just
Yeah, I
works
was
that
say
way.
who's going to get paid.
Who's going to get paid?
Like you don't, like you, they never get to the point of paying the debts off, do they?
No, because you kind of use debt to make more money. Kind of, innit? So you're always borrowing. And because you can pay certain things back, you just keep getting money. And then if you don't have money,
Who
you
made
print money.
money?
And then inflation occurs. And then we're finished. And then
The world was meant to be so simple when God created it.
honestly,
It was.
everybody had a tree.
Everyone had their own tree. Your
Everybody
apples
had
that you
their
wanted to
own.
eat.
Like literally, it's so
But
stressful.
alas.
But yeah, man. Okay.
so yeah, that's it. That's what I want to
So what's the scheme is done now?
I think they're still
Are they going to
doing it.
restart the
Do you know
scheme?
what
They're
is
going to
that?
restart the restart scheme.
Who gets in trouble? Like who gets in trouble for
Nobody.
failure? Like if
Yeah.
I was in charge of some sort of rollout, some sort of campaign, and it
2.9
failed to turn
billion
over
pounds.
customers, it
Yeah.
say only got 7% of people actually bought the product.
Mhm.
That would be a failure.
Yeah.
That would be on my record. I would get in trouble or fired or demoted.
Facts.
Who gets in trouble in these? All
But
we
you know
get is
what's
these figures.
Yeah.
Boris will sit there and tell you what, we've got 7% of people jobs though.
Yeah.
Like when they told him, poor Lucy, what's her
Yeah,
name,
yeah.
was running around on buses. And he's talking about, and who gave it the Oscar that she could run on buses?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're a sicko.
Yeah. You know his PR
insanity.
team was just like, well, fuck it.
I think they left it. I think
Fuck it.
I think from when they said to him, can you brush your hair the next interview, please? And he didn't. They said, you know what? Do as you please.
Just vibing. Yo, guys, we never spoke about this. They booed Boris.
Who?
Oh, we had
yeah.
the
Boris,
Jubilee.
Yeah, the Jubilee. Boris
Link up.
was there with his babes.
Mm.
And they were walking in.
And they booed him.
And everybody, as soon as they saw Boris come out, booed him.
But you know what? Again, it comes down to that whole, we love performances and stuff in this UK because you're booing, but is that booing going to reflect on the ballot paper? It's not.
There you go.
About this time, having a whole crowd of people
would
boo
like to do
you
that.
when you're going to step into, that's embarrassing.
But do you know what? Can you imagine being in that kind of crowd where people are booing, and you support him and you're going to be quiet? I'll probably slap the paper
Union
mache
Jack
off
off
your
your hat.
face.
And
So you have to be.
his missus awkwardly smiled. I just don't think any of these people in power take it seriously. I think they try to do how much can we get away with as opposed to how much can we actually make better.
100%.
Absolutely. That's the word.
And like as I said, like if people are not voting for the opposition or something else, then like,
Close your mouth and save your breath with that boo.
Have we thought about making voting easier?
I think they've done.
Do
it
you
before.
remember the
Post.
red button on your Sky TV remote?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right? And when you tapped into it, it took you into this whole matrix of
And you
doing.
just buy
Yeah.
stuff. And now
How
your mum's
about
confused when the bill
if
comes.
we were able to, everyone was able, let's just hear me out. Because the problem is people don't care enough. So we need to make it more convenient or get them to care more. We can't seem to make them care more,
Why
right?
can't you vote online though?
Don't
can't.
usurp my idea.
Can you? No, you can't.
I think you could do
I thought you could vote
postcards.
online.
Yeah, you can do the post.
you can do
I think
post, you
you
can't
can
do
do
online.
post.
Even if you do it online, everyone will
You
vote.
don't do online? Oh,
I
okay.
feel
I
like
could
they'll
vote
be
like how I
hacking.
voted for Love Island. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Abby,
Even Love Island, to download the app sometimes is long for me. But if you just say red button on the Sky remote, just a protected thing, get all the smartest hackers you have to
Yeah.
protect the system. And every household gets, let's say there's 3 adults of age that can vote. Every household get 3. If you want to be sleepy and your mom votes for you, that's on your own. But I feel like, because right now we're not getting everyone voting, so we're not even getting a real representation.
now call for Prime Minister.
yeah.
That's a great point, sis. I think if they had, if they had an app here, the way they have one for the NHS, the COVID pass, whatever.
Mhm.
If they had an app here where you vote and we only use it when it's time to vote,
Yep.
and then you go there in different categories or whatever, your local elections, public elections, international, wherever the elections tend to be, and we vote that way. Why can't they put 2.9 billion in
And
that?
it needs to have and obviously because it's digital, whatever, we'll get real life count. Like there won't be no
Yeah.
long 5-day wait. It's like a real life count. So if we see something untowards, like everybody here voted something, we could just double check
Do
it.
you know what though?
The
The
thing
Tories
is-
watch TDA, so I'm sure we'll see this next year.
The thing is,
Can we trade market
it'll
quickly,
take
Brent?
it'll take a lot of money to do that,
Mhm.
and the transition as well. Because like even now, if you go to like certain local authorities, there's a certain age group that don't like that everything's becoming more digital.
No one cares.
Yeah.
That, isn't it?
So you know what I'm saying.
But those were also the ones that
I
voted
nearly
for
said something
Brexit.
mad.
So
Mm.
y'all,
Yeah.
what was the question Esther asked at the beginning? Everyone's gonna go one time. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Do you know,
You
Small,
know.
I nearly said that when he said
no,
that.
I know. I said, don't worry, girl.
I said no.
Right on through. But yeah,
Yes.
either way, okay, I think they should still be traditional. I'm not saying we should cancel
Yeah,
the
yeah.
traditional
But
in
they
stuff,
can borrow
addition
money
to-
though.
but
in
in
addition
addition to, because
in addition
I think
to-
that would likely happen.
I
Because
think
the
in
posting
addition
thing
to-
is long. Royal is not very reliable.
going
these
to your
days.
local library to like queue up is
Some of us work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult in the day.
Mhm.
Doing that, you're catering to different audiences.
Mm.
And like I said, I wouldn't take away from those who are like anti-computers and anti-red button on your Sky remote. Like, you lot can still go in. But right now, a lot of people are not voting just because it doesn't fit into their day.
Yeah.
And they are very individualistic. And they think as long as I make enough money, my experience of Britain is going to stay
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say. But anyway, that's just go for president, man. That's fine.
Love it.
Cool.
Coolio.
Right, with that, let's head into our final couple headlines. I started thinking about presidency and I stopped doing that.
I'm thinking not Koi. It's completely just brushing me to the side like that. I'm thinking, wow,
What?
what?
You said, but you didn't fill this out.
I'd never fill it out.
No, he
Yeah,
surprises us.
Yeah.
All right, guys, sorry. Because Yusuf didn't do his job, it
No,
didn't
but
equip me to do mine.
it's never been filled out though. since
No,
I've
but
been
Yusuf, I feel like there's
It-
usually something here.
No,
Or
there's-
at least you
there's-
tell
there's
us.
nothing
So
over
it's
there.
every Monday.
It's-
So
it's
this
every
is a
Monday.
joking. So this is a little prank for you guys. So every Monday, Yusuf does a segment called Rotations. Over to you, Yusuf.
All right, can I get the music, please, bro?
Oh, we got music.
You're so dramatic. No,
Oh, okay.
there's not music.
No,
but
that-
do it
that-
again.
wants
Yeah,
it
yeah.
again.
Do it again. Do it again.
Brent, hit me.
I was gonna say,
Why?
I don't know. Just
All right,
No, you
guys.
need to build him
Welcome
up. Go
to
ahead.
the rotation. All right, it's the rotation.
on the dress.
You said it differently.
Management expected
Me
it.
and management have had some words. And from now on, it's going to be called
They were like,
the
Yusuf, a word. Yo, guys.
rotation.
Vote if you
All
hate
right?
that. Vote if you
This
like
is
it.
your weekly music segment. All right. So, obviously, you wasn't
He
here.
said, take out your personality. Wear the uniform, nigga. Wear the uniform.
All right, so I'm going to discuss a few singles today.
All right.
From
You
a
didn't tell us
few-
to listen to anything.
I know, it's Jubilee weekend. It was manic. Obviously, I was
No, that's
driving
not
around
it.
looking for thieves, man. Come on, I was busy.
That was 2 hours.
We're going to talk about some UK singles.
Okay.
We'll keep it UK. All right, so first of all, Ivorian Doe. Is it Ivorian Doe?
Yeah,
How do you say it?
IBD, baby.
How do you say it?
Ivorian
IBD?
baby.
IBD.
Yeah.
She
I
got a
wouldn't
new,
say baby, but
she's got a new single called Big Booty.
Mm.
Listen,
Did she get
That's
work
a-
done or
that's a-
something? She didn't, did she?
I don't know, I need to
This
check
is
this
this is
again.
alleged Ivorian Doe. It's a drill beat, high energy,
But she does drill there.
lots of
does drill.
bravado,
Yeah.
lots
Really
of
well.
braggadocios.
I like that IVD. That's my kind
Like,
of IVD. So.
When I hit play, I thought, let me just hit play. Obviously, I didn't think I was gonna love it.
Mhm.
I love it.
You feel
You love
The
it.
song is going in my rotation.
Because you got.
Oh,
Shit.
wow.
You know what?
What
I
is
just,
this the first person? This is the first person that you're putting in the rotation.
no,
Non-stop?
I put a
No, it's
few
got a few
others.
people.
Okay,
This
sorry,
is going in my gym playlist. It's going in the car playlist as well.
Come on.
The beat is banging. It's nice and hard beat. Obviously, the lyrics is, IVD is one of them girls. She's talking. She's like
God.
Lil Kim. She's talking the shit in it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's in the rotation for sure.
I like IVD.
Cheers.
Can't lie.
What's the name of the song again?
Big Booty.
Big Booty.
Big Booty.
Oh shit! Here we go. He's
Is
gonna
it
have
a
a
summer
real.
anthem for the girls?
Gonna have a real.
I'll say, yeah. I reckon this can take a life of its own and be. But you know what it is. The UK girls got to get behind it though.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You got using your TikToks, using your reels. Big booty. If you got
Yeah.
a big booty, tag Emman.
The black creator. Black is for the X.
Play the
smelling
song in
in
the
the jump
background, and
act.
then Eman's gonna post it on the TDA page, yeah?
So can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Who's like more known? Ivorian Doll or Shabo?
I'll say Ivorian.
I would say.
Ooh.
I
would say
It's-
Ivorian
I would
Doll.
say IVD,
Yeah.
but
But she's-
Shapo is not light work. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But I think
But
IVD's
IVD is like-
story is more than just music. Like
Yeah, and low key as well. The American girls are going to know about her.
the American girls,
Yeah.
like. But
Yeah.
Shapo did a collaboration with Dreamdoll. Can't remember the name of the song, but
Okay.
yeah, she did. So she's done collaborations as well.
Yeah.
But IVD, like see,
IVD's got more.
JT found out about her.
Yeah.
Like she seems, and also there's something about her that has incredible crossover ability. In my
Yeah.
opinion, like IVD could
Yeah.
cross over
Okay.
probably easier.
All right.
But Shabo is not light work.
Yeah, Shabo's hard, man. Like,
Yeah,
she's
I like
hard
Shabo.
still.
Oh, I like Shabo so much. When she drops Shabo in the middle of the single.
Yeah, she's hard
yeah,
still.
it's beautiful.
All right, next we got UK Afrobeat artist Mo Logo. You guys familiar with Mo
Love
Logo?
my
Of
logo.
course.
Yeah.
He's talented.
So he's taken, I would say, the catchphrase of the moment, especially for the girls, made it into a song. The
What's
song's
that?
called Soft Life.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, girls are really, Soft Life is like a theme now, isn't it? I want a soft life. Blah, blah, blah. So the song is giving very mellow Afrobeat vibes.
Yeah, that's logo's vibe.
Very playful, very
Yeah.
fun, a bit seductive.
Mm.
It's
I'm a
def-
logo. I know you're gonna see this, but I just want to put it out there that you and Adekunle Govt should still do an EP together.
Why
They make
is there
banging
beef?
singles together.
Is there beef?
No, why is the negative of
Because you said
What's
they
the
should
reason?
still do it together.
Mm.
Like there was like a
No, I'm
disagreement.
saying like I'm still on the fact that I would like
Oh,
this is
okay,
a project
okay.
that people will love. They
Mm.
make amazing singles together.
Just a quick one. Adekunle Gold sold out a venue in NYC
Yeah.
and the scenes were insane.
Insane. My
Insane.
king, my goat.
So-
Well done, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, brother.
Yeah.
What's that single? Okay, is it okay?
Yes.
Oh, I
It's
love that.
okay.
Yeah.
I love
He's
that.
really talented. That
He's
whole
sick,
album.
man.
That whole album.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Catch Me If You Can is that's
Yeah.
what it's called.
Bro,
we
do you know?
love
And also, can I just?
Adekunle
I know
Gold on
this
here.
is. I know you're doing rotations.
Do your
so you-
thing,
You
sis. Do
see,
your thing.
Jules, yeah. Jules
She's
should
talented.
not have to walk on regular pavement like everybody else.
We should be carrying
His
him.
talent, yeah.
Mm.
Is it Sounds of My World or the name of his project where he
think so.
literally does this love affair with the whole of Africa,
Yeah,
tapping into
yeah.
different sounds, but doing
amazing.
it expertly. He is fucking
He
insane.
grows like
He will never be broken in his
Consistently.
life, bro. Like
Mm.
and when you meet him in real life, he's such a chilled
yeah,
person.
he's
He's such a nice.
chill
Like you
guy.
don't even know that underneath that, like, is a genius. Like he's a musical problem, and I think he just got his first Grammy off of his project with
Yeah.
Wizkid.
Oh,
He
oh.
did.
Like we are sleeping
Mm.
on.
I don't think we are, you know.
I don't know if we always know where the talent is, though.
Nah, we do. Jules is a household name.
Yeah,
he's
Jules
talented.
is
I wouldn't
Jules
say
is
household yet though.
I don't
Nah,
think he's
I
a
would-
household
I'd
name.
say-
He
I would
should
say-
No,
be.
no,
Maybe some of the singles are.
Yeah,
kind of.
I think his work speaks more than his name right now.
Yeah, that's what I think.
But
But that's
Yeah,
because
Yeah,
people
but when
don't know
you
to look.
but when
for
people know
producers
the
and
work,
stuff.
so they know Jules.
No, but
Yeah,
no,
Jules.
but
Because it's Jules, baby.
Yeah, but
Like, you
some-
know Jules.
baby.
I know, but I think sometimes, personally, I don't think he's ascension. He's not like recognizable yet. He's not a household name yet.
But you know what it is? I think it's because, again, his personality is a very, very calm and chilled and quiet guy.
Yeah.
He's spit spicy though.
Does he put his tag on all his beats?
Yeah.
He better.
He does.
He does, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Better. But yeah, no, he's amazing and wavy. We should get him on actually. Just,
Okay.
but he's so chill. I don't know what like. He's
No, he's
so
good
chill.
interview.
No, I'm sure he is. I've
yeah,
interviewed him.
Remy's interviewed him.
He's
He's proper
wavy.
sick.
He's wavy, but his knowledge of music is beyond that. He's not just like a personality noisy. Like he's skill, talent, genius,
Dope.
cold guy.
All right, cool. The Malogo song won't unfortunately be making no rotation.
All of that. All of that.
No, we'll talk about Jules though. No, it is obviously. I've got what I would call like a lo-fi Afrobeat playlist.
Okay.
Yeah? And I'm always looking for new additions. And this didn't quite.
I
make
know
the
you.
cut.
I know yours is low flight.
What's that?
I know it's low flight.
What?
Is that what you said? Low flight.
Lo-fi.
Oh,
Lo-fi as in mellow, like, mid-tempo kind of stuff, innit?
So what does low flight mean?
I was wondering what he
No.
said.
Oh,
Low
so
five,
she was
low
even
five.
supporting
No,
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
was wondering
Esther.
what he said.
Esther
Alright.
started it strong. She was like, I don't care if I didn't say what was meant to be
I just know
said.
it's slow.
another single, you guys heard of Lotto Ash? A part of the
Yes.
Lotto Boys. He got a
Yeah.
new single called No Need.
Are they breaking up?
I didn't love it, to be fair. Huh?
The little boys, they break up?
I don't know. Lotto Ash, he does a lot of hook stuff, innit?
Yeah.
So I think I don't think he's solo per se, but he does a lot of hook stuff, innit? The song, I didn't love it, to be fair. I gave it a few listens. I tried. And then you got Darko. You guys fond of Darko?
Love Darko.
She
Every
got
song is a hit.
a new song called There She Go, Jack Sparrow, which it's Afro beats, but it sounds more old school Afro beats than
And I love that.
yeah. It might be a bit more your
It
flavor.
would be definitely
Yeah,
mine.
you
I'm
haven't
gonna
really,
say
you haven't really sold me on that still. But
No,
I'll
I'm not.
give
I'm not trying to. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Darko is, for me, I'm sold.
Yeah.
All you said was Darko. I didn't know what the song was about, and I was sold.
The song I'm trying to sell you on is the Ivorian Doll song, Big
Mhm.
Booty. I reckon that's gonna be for the females, like for you guys. That's your anthem.
Or for the
Okay.
Ghanaian man.
Or for the Ghanaian men, true. All right, and
They always
then
got window to show.
before we go, you guys familiar with Vori? Vori,
Spell it.
he's a US artist. So Vori is VORY.
I just
No.
think you're saying
Pronounce
Rory
it.
weird.
Vori, Vor.
Say
As in-
backwards.
Your Vori? So Vori, I believe he signed to Meek's Dream Chasers label, innit?
Okay.
I first heard of him on one of Meek's albums, and then he had an EP, yeah. So let me describe him to you. So Vori, I think, is like, so imagine if Bryson Tiller had like an evil twin,
Okay.
yeah. So it's
So Drake. I'm
it's
joking.
that same kind of Bryson Tiller vibe, right?
Yeah.
In regards to the beats, the melodies,
Mhm.
Okay.
same auto tune, but he's a bit more dark and more toxic. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like if this was Star Wars, right? Bryson Tiller would be a Jedi, and Vori would be a Sith. Do you guys understand this reference?
No,
If it
can
was-
you use that Powerpuff Girl? So he wouldn't be like Blossom, he'd be like Mojo Jojo.
But Mojo Jojo was a victim of these three
Was he?
white girls
No,
fucking him
do you
up.
know, I'm not gonna have you guys come in 2022.
No.
Start fighting for Mojo Jojo.
No,
That guy
I
deserves-
personally, I really fuck with the Powerpuff Girls, yeah.
Yeah.
But like sometimes Mojo was just chilling. Like sometimes
It was when they broke into prison to beat him up, and he was already in prison. It was like,
Come on.
yeah,
So it's
Okay,
like
fair
it's like you know the new R&B.
yeah.
You know, it's not R&B, but it's new R&B. Like the
Okay.
Bryson Tillers, the what Tory
Lucky
used to
Day
do.
and all them people.
Them ones, innit? So
Mm.
the album's quite good. The song
Okay.
the song I'm gonna put in the rotation that I want you guys to listen to is called Dark Clouds.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the name already.
It's
Is
epic.
this something I can cry to while showering?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Do you know, it was a disgust.
Yeah, it was, no, Koi.
And speaking of Kanye, actually, he actually got a song with Kanye on the album called Daylight, and it actually made me realize one thing. I don't ever want to hear Kanye West sing again. Like
was-
Kanye, you know,
It was
Listen,
a
okay.
It was
That was deep.
that was rude. But yeah, okay, why?
do you know Kanye on autotune, the singing? I'm just tired of hearing it.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
When I heard the song, I thought, I'm so over this Kanye, this singing Afro,
No, we're not giving Kanye any love today,
this
man.
singing autotune stuff. But yeah, so check out the albums. The album's called Lost Souls.
Okay.
All right, 49 minutes. It's a nice listen. I like
That's
short
not bad.
albums.
Yeah.
I don't
Lost
like
Souls?
when the album's over an hour. I'm like,
I don't
yeah,
mind that if it's
nice
fun.
49 minutes, quick. Yeah, check it out. But check out Dark Clouds. That's my recommendation of the week. Dark
I'll listen to
Clouds,
the album. That sounds like a bit of me.
Yeah.
man.
And yeah, man, that is the rotation. I'll be back next week, Monday. It's a shame I can't do this more on a regular basis, but management and that.
Would you be able to do it on a regular basis?
Is
though?
there
Do you have time
enough
to
music?
do
Yeah,
all
but
that
it wouldn't
music?
be just new music. I could talk about anything music related, music news.
Well, you get to do that in the actual show. If it comes a word on the curb, you can chime in.
Okay.
Who's one on the club?
Word on the curb.
He just wants more. But I'm the selfish one, but he's the one that wants more segments. Sir.
I get one segment a week.
Sir.
You talk.
You're giving.
You talk
You're giving.
every single day.
This sounds like
You
it should
talk
be
a lot as well.
a production meeting. I don't think.
I don't
Yusuf
know
should
why
privy
Yusuf
to this
is
information.
on to me like this, but we'll talk afterwards.
And there's me
okay?
being the voice of reason again.
Esther Cha.
I'll be back next week, guys.
She'll be back. He'll be back next week. Thank you, Yusuf. The rotations was fantastic.
No problem.
I'm good with just once a week though. But anyway, we'll
Wow.
move into the next. I'm checking. We'll move into the headlines. Let's go.
All right. Okay. The man who was left in hospital in critical condition after he was tasered by police in London and had to be rescued from the River Thames, unfortunately, has died. So police are being investigated after the incident. They said that they were called after 9 a.m. on Saturday to reports of a man with a screwdriver shouting on Chelsea Bridge Road. When the police officers arrived shortly after, the Metropolitan Police said that they challenged the man on the bridge and discharged a taser, but were unable to detain him safely. The man, believed to be in his 40s, subsequently entered the river, police said, and was rescued by the Royal National Lifeboat Institution, who took him to the hospital where his condition was assessed as critical. Sunday evening, however, he was pronounced dead. Police said they're still trying to contact the man's family. So yeah. Did you not see the video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't watch the video.
I didn't see this actually.
Did he? So what do they mean by subsequently entered the river?
So basically, they tasered him. He was on the bridge with a screwdriver shouting blah blah, trying to stop him blah blah. He's not really listening to them. It's just like a little, not a tussle, but like a running around kind of situation going on. They tasered him. He fell to the ground. He got up. I believe they tasered him again. I think they tasered him twice, innit? Yeah. And then he was just like distraught from the taser, I suppose, and he jumped into the river.
Yeah.
To get away with them, to get away from them because they were
the
chasing
police,
him.
yeah.
So he jumped into the river to get away from them. And then obviously they rescued him and then he passed away.
All right, with him with the screwdriver, was it giving somebody who was experiencing
Like
some sort of
threatening?
episode, or was it giving threatening? Just threatening somebody.
From the video, I don't see any threat there, to be fair. But I think my first thing was probably like some mental health issue.
I
You know what
thought
I'm
that.
saying? Yeah.
In that it was an episode.
Yeah,
But
because
again,
there was no one around. It's not like he was attacking people. And
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
then-
the reports was necessarily saying that, was it? Were they?
nah, it wasn't. But it makes it tricky because
It could easily
He-
escalate.
sorry?
Yeah.
It could
it could
easily
Yeah,
escalate.
that's
And you
true.
don't know, if someone's having an episode and they've got something in their
Mhm.
hand,
Yeah.
you just don't know how they're going to react. So the police were right to want to
subdue him.
Yeah.
detain him,
Mhm.
but unfortunately it just escalated in the wrong way, really.
yeah. It seems that, the police, I mean, it's tough for them, I guess, at the same time, but
Yeah.
they need to be trained on how to deal with these type of specialized issues.
Because the report I saw first had the wrong word, I would say,
Mm.
in that it said, I can't remember, it wasn't fell, but it was as if like they end up having him in the, like, they're the
Okay.
reason why,
Yeah.
the direct reason why. So in my mind, I thought,
That's how I
that-
heard it.
yeah, I thought they basically tased him right next to the thing. And
Okay.
as a result of the taser, he fell in.
Mm.
But then it's a different,
It was very misleading
misleading.
headlines. I
Yeah,
feel like.
it was-
it was
The
given the
headline I
police
saw-
threw him into the ocean.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I
yeah.
saw like he was thrown into something like that. And I said, thrown?
Wow.
And then when I saw the video, I said, it's more like he fell kind of thing. But
I think,
it's difficult.
yeah, Brent, it looks like you want to say something.
Yeah, I want you to tell me what you would have wanted them to do.
Well,
Me?
who would-
Yeah.
Again, I don't know. Maybe more people could have turned up. I don't know. Maybe they could have barricaded certain things. Maybe they could have got someone to maybe talk to him. I don't know. Again, I know nothing about those type of areas, isn't it? But I don't know, man. It just seems crazy that, two people were there, just one of him, and at the end he's dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just hope that something else could be put in place to preserve this man's life, man.
Was it a white man or black man?
Black
I was a
man.
black man, yeah. So
Was it a black man?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not him paying attention now.
No, I don't think I mentioned it.
No, I didn't
No,
realize
no,
I didn't realize it was black.
I knew he was a black man. I feel like sometimes we need to be like less clickbaity. Not us, but like I feel like the way
people
this
need to
message,
stop,
the message that it was originally said, because what it does is that it makes us numb to
Yes.
these stories.
Facts.
Because if it's a thing where something's clickbaity, but when you read the details more, it's
Yeah.
not what you're presenting it as.
Yeah.
We're gonna naturally become desensitized. It is unfortunate, incredibly sad that somebody passed away, something that feels like it could have been avoided. But if you lot are saying, I haven't seen the video because I just can't take it anymore, that kind of content. But if you lot are saying that he jumped, I don't know what would have prevented him from
Jumping.
jumping.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Because it's not like somebody pushed him. It's not like, he was distressed, but there's also running in the opposite direction. There's, do you know, there's so many things. So this is like one of those situations where I feel like it's incredibly sad that life was lost. Maybe there's stuff the police could have done. I don't know. I'm not a specialized person, but I also think there are moments where it's black and white. This is wrong, and that's where we need to be able to trust headlines.
Oh,
Like, do you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. But rest
Sure.
in peace to that
Rest in peace.
man. And
I hope they can contact his family because that's very sad. Imagine
it's such a lonely
someone
way to
who
go.
they've lost somewhere,
man.
they've lost a family member and they don't even have a clue. They might be just walking this world just clueless. So I pray they can get in contact with them because that's very sad.
Yeah.
40 is young as well, man. I know it's in his 40s, but
Yes, and also the last headline will be on Devin Haney, who beats George Kambosos.
People love sports in this place.
we gotta keep the.
I
you
saw
know,
this, the heavyweight, no, lightweight something.
There we go.
Okay, women in sports.
There you go.
Mm.
So Devin Haney put on a great display over the weekend and became the new undisputed lightweight champion of the world after he beat George Kambosos Jr. in Australia. Haney, who's aged 23, travelled to Melbourne to unify the division and was rewarded with a unanimous 116-112, 116-112, and 118-110 victory in a 12-round bout in front of almost 42,000 fans at Marvel Stadium.
Man, like,
The win means he retains the WBC belt, but now takes on the lineal, the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO crown. He took his record to 28 wins, no losses, 15 knockouts, and became the first undisputed lightweight champion since the late Bernal Whittaker in 1990. That's crazy. And also, like we mentioned last week, Gervonta Davis, he wants to take on the winner. You know, after he beat Romero last week, he was like, you know what? Whoever wins that fight, Haney and Kambosos, I want that. So if they could get that fight on the way, that would be sick. But yeah.
Did we skip that one on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay.
why would you call it out?
Is it between? I didn't call it out deliberately. That's why I said this one rather than saying the actual headline. You know what I mean?
I'll leave that to tomorrow.
We're in a staff
Yeah,
meeting
so
when this is done.
that's pretty much.
Yeah, honestly, we need to start doing things in the staff meeting
Gosh.
rather than on air. But we all do it. It's fun. People like it. Thank you so much for giving us the headlines. Let's jump into Out Ere. All right, so I want to say a special thank you to Esther and Emman for giving us a little bit more colour to a very sad picture. But let's just start off with the fact that let's talk about what Nigeria could be.
Okay.
Nigeria could
take
be.
me there.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know
Take me
what I
there.
mean? Nigeria could be a utopia.
I was thinking about utopia too. That's the same word as my man.
Okay.
We're here.
Okay, well.
Yeah, no, we are here. Let me know. I'm gonna embrace you. Let's do that. Yeah. So if I let's,
Good,
this
'cause I
seems
wanna
to be
throw
a team done out here. So let's all go, guys. Yeah. So Nigeria could be a utopia of Black excellence, somewhere where they can build their own resources and create a majestical land for all. Yeah? Nigeria could be a place that enriches and educates and redefines what it is to be an African country on a global scale.
Talk to me.
No, my English is English. My English is English.
But instead,
Sounding so sweet.
Like a before picture, they are falling short.
Oh. What?
Thank you very much. They are falling short. With all the greatness at their fingertips, they continue to close their fist.
Yeah.
And they want to proceed to punch themselves in the nose. When bad things happen, what can you do? But then when you refuse to do nothing, you are part of the badness.
Okay.
Bad things happen when good people stay silent. Nigerian government, are you good? Your actions say no. It's time for you guys to stand up. Be heard. Your bank accounts are already full. Start to do what's best for your country. Your bank accounts are already full. Start to do what's best for your country. It's about time that you are a leader, not just in name, but in action.
That's it.
So my Nigerian government, whatever tribe you're from, have a conversation with one another and stand for what is right. People are
That's it.
dying. It's
Yeah.
time to wake up, like on a serious level.
Yes.
You know, when the
Wake-
accent has to go,
Wake up.
time
Yeah.
to wake up. Like
Yeah.
Nigeria is falling so short of everything it could be. It continues to be on everyone's lips because, you know, we just have the source like that. But time to
Yes,
deliver
yeah.
with some substance. So
Exactly.
my done out here goes to the Nigerian government because you guys are becoming a joke, not just in your own country, but internationally
world.
and now on TDA. Is this what you wanted?
That's the
Mm.
worst place to be a joke.
Do you know what I mean? Wake up, Nigerian government, you're done out here. The end.
That was excellent.
Thank
That
you.
was,
For real.
that was
Thank you.
excellent.
Margs will be proud.
Oh, thank you.
Margs will be very proud.
That was good.
Margs will be proud.
Thank you, guys. You know,
We need to
trying
put that clip on Twitter, Brent. Let Nigerians
In its
see it.
I'm sorry, Esther. I'm really appreciating
No,
this
this is really
positive
good.
reinforcement.
You
For real.
really summed it all up perfectly.
Perfect. For
Thank
real.
you, guys. Wow, thank
Love that.
you.
Well done, sis.
All right, thank you. Well, with that, guys, let's leave the show if I say something wrong. So yeah, man, I want to say you guys are truly the MVP of today's episode. I really want to shout out you, Esther, and you, Emman, because I feel like me and Yusuf were literally sitting down and just thinking, yeah, this is an amazing conversation that I did not predict for today. I want to shout out Yusuf for rotations because you know what? I wouldn't mind more than one of it a week.
I hear that.
Yeah, so let the man with the computer know that. And obviously, and if you guys want to hear rotations more, just send a comment. Brent doesn't listen to us. He listens to the comments.
you guys. He listens to
He
y'all.
listens to you guys.
Brent does this for y'all.
He does. He's not for us, bro. He don't like us, but he loves
We tell you
y'all.
for the people.
So make sure he said for the people. He says disrupt everything, innit? So if you guys
Exactly.
want something to change, message in. He listens to you guys, innit? So yeah, make sure that you do that. And of course, I just want to say a special thank you to everybody who tunes in. You guys have been tuning in. I think
honestly,
it's our 30th episode.
I believe you're right.
I think it's our 30th
29?
episode. Maybe 29, one of them numbers. But you guys have been fucking with us. Some of you guys are like avid listeners.
like every
Day,
and I'm
every
just so
single
grateful.
day. And you lot are creating connections and messaging and telling us and letting us know. And in all honesty, thank you. But who else can give you this? 5 days a week, phenomenal content, honest content. Come on, man.
That's it.
Nowhere else is TDA. But with that, guys, if you want to support us fully, make sure that you follow our social medias, comment and share our videos. Remember, send it to 2 enemies and 5 friends. This is the only thing you can do. And if you want to send in a voice note or text message, send it into 075-6484-1073. If you want to do it for asking for a friend, which is one of our segments, just hashtag asking for a friend at the beginning of the message, whether you're saying it or typing it. And if you want to do it for sis, what would you do? Which is for me and Esther, then just put that at the top of the message as well. And yeah, guys, remember, we have changed our plan. We're not going to move to Patreon. We're moving to a different platform where you'll be able to watch us every morning live, as well as everything else that we're doing. So we'll give you more details on that as we get closer to that time. And for those who want to inquire about being on the show or wish to feature on the show, email the team at thedayafter@thenewblack.com. So that's thedayafter@thenewblack.com. And obviously, Black has an X. Love. Have a wonderful week, guys.